slowly weaken roofing materials over time. If your roof is 15 years old or more, then now's the time to start planning, not reacting. At Endless Summer Roofing, we provide professional inspections and clear guidance so you can make informed decisions. Visit EndlessSummerRoofing.com to schedule a free inspection. Endless Summer Roofing, protecting your home from Florida's endless summer.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Good morning.
Good morning. Coogan Nation. Time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth. Rise and shine, Google. It's go time on a Tuesday morning. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday, so shout out to our friends over at Catlin Truck Accessory. Man, a double dose of heartbreak for CTA, man. You had that Ole Miss, Miami, Jags lose at home. Where you at, Jag Nation? Where you at, ET? Where's the barometer?
I'm still sad, bro.
Yeah, still lingering a little bit. Yeah, I feel you. Let me start with, and I speak from perspective, okay? In a sad irony of expected future success, get used to this feeling. Playoff losses hit different. They hit harder, and the next one will hit as hard as this one did. And so I say, in a sad irony of success, you keep taking your shot. You develop a team that's good enough to be a contender. You're going to fail most years. Most years you line up, you play all season. Look at the team that just beat us. Look at Josh Allen and the Bills and all of the double-digit win seasons and top seeds and MVPs. Still yet to make it to the Super Bowl, every season is ended with their fan base feeling just like you do right now. It's a sad irony of success in the NFL. The bitterest of feelings of a loss are reserved for the playoffs. It's when it hits hardest. It's when it hurts the most. And when you're good, get used to it. You're going to have to suffer through that immediate consequence most years. If the Jags shoot the moon and win us a Super Bowl, it still means most years it'll be that little period of just like melancholy and what if we're still too close to the game. What if this? What if that? Why not this? How come that? But you can look, ET, for the folks that aren't on the YouTube or following on one of the tremendous video platforms, these faces made for radio. What's my ski cap? What I got on my ski cap today?
Atlanta Braves.
The Atlanta Braves, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do the Braves do every year? Just about every year, ET, what do the Braves do?
Make it to the postseason.
Yeah, they go to the postseason. Like when I say almost every year, I mean since 1991, these 35 years, they've been 30 times, without exaggerating. They all hurt just the damn same. Could be Game 6 of the World Series. It could be a first-round flop against the Padres. It's now. I will say this: depending on your expectations of your team, that cruddy feeling the next day, it'll start to shift a little more towards anger and frustration. Off of, this is just more like, dang it. That's what this one is. You're not quite mad at them. They had a tremendous turnaround this year. Future seems bright. Seems bright for sure. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Still like, God, I wish we were playing. It's still hard to look at that playoff map and not insert Jacksonville where it could be.
And it doesn't help that Houston played and won last night.
Houston is Houston's playing like the best team in the league. I don't want the words to come out of my mouth that I think Houston's going to the Super Bowl, but I really, honestly, if you ask me right now, I'll ask you, and that includes a Buffalo win here in Jacksonville. Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl from the AFC? It's Houston at New England. It's Buffalo at Denver.
Man, Buffalo, that's tough. It's still wide. It's so wide open, but I'd probably pick Buffalo.
Buffalo would have to go to Denver, and then if Houston beats New England, which I think they will, then Buffalo have to go to Houston also. I think prospects are opening up for Houston there at number 5 to host the AFC Championship game. Perhaps I say that because that defense is for real. Most of that game was a lot closer than the final score. Like into the fourth quarter, it was like 7-6, I think. And then the Texans had a couple of defensive scores in the fourth quarter. They piled it, or a couple of defensive scores on the game. They piled it on late, and they beat the Steelers last night 30-6. The defense is playing ferocious, and they're feeling themselves. And look out, New England. That young New England team, that second-year quarterback, really going to get tested. The knock on the Patriots has been that they hadn't played a whole lot of good teams this year, and then it even extends to the playoffs. I think we all agree there are no easy outs. But the easiest out in the AFC when the tournament started was the Chargers. Getting the Chargers at home was the easiest first rounder you could have gotten. Now they took care of business and won on Sunday night. There's a whole new animal coming over there to the Boston area this weekend, the way that Texans team is playing. What's that, 10 wins in a row now for them? They were one ahead of the Jacksonville pace. Our Jags had won 8 in a row headed into the playoffs. The Texans won 9 in a row. Kind of fuels that what-if argument. Man, if you lost the division, you would have opened at Pittsburgh last night, and you'd have that same second-round designation that you would have had as a 3 seed. But you take that home field, and not to be lost in the disappointment of the outcome on Sunday was a building and an environment and an atmosphere that you can only hope starts to translate to every week Sundays. For a contender. That new stadium, man, we're going to get really nice and juicy good just in time to open that bad boy up. I want the Jags to get good, and if their growth chart means they're in the Super Bowl the one year they play in Orlando, so be it, man. Playoff tickets cost the same. Super Bowl be the same trip, same marker in history. It would feel so odd, though, and weird, and a little bit wrong if it was Super Bowl year, the year they were playing their home games in Orlando, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. Next year we're playing with a reduced capacity, and then the year they're gone is 27. Right? Is that right, E? And then 28, the new girl opens.
That's it.
That's not that far away, man. We got 2 seasons, and gosh, we'll have that brand new, beautiful Riverfront Stadium down there. So to play back to that atmosphere, the excitement, man, the attendance, shoulder to shoulder, and Jag fans, just a different feeling. It's certainly uplifting for the team and the franchise, but it's also a heck of a lot more fun as a fan, isn't it? You go to every home game. It's a lot more fun walking around with that buzz, isn't it?
Oh man, it's different. It's fun. It's electric.
Yeah, and I mean the buzz of the stadium, by the way, just so we can clarify. Houston just swamped the Steelers last night, especially in the fourth quarter. Worst home playoff loss in franchise history for Pittsburgh. And as I said, the Texans just keep doing what they've done to get to this point. And that is just dominate defensively. Jaguars are the only and last team to put any kind of production on the Texans. Jack scored, 29 in Houston? Now, I think we had a Parker Washington punt return as part of that. So the pure offensive production, gets down to about 3 touchdowns worth. But still, man, do you think anyone's scoring 20 on Houston the rest of this postseason? Second question.
No, it's going to be tough,
Yeah,
especially seeing them last night.
Yeah, and so there's that potential looming. I'm with you. Go Steelers. And that's what I had on my mind. Go Steelers. All right, so the John Harbaugh sweepstakes are underway. I see he's talked to a number of teams, but he's sat down now and met face-to-face with one. Harbaugh says he's going to be vetting teams. That doesn't mean he's already excluded any of the 8, but I think it means you do diligence before you get to the sit-down part. There's no need for that headline, for that clarification. Harbaugh vetting teams, if he's going to sit down and talk to all 8. I mean, you can make an argument that any coaching interview is a vetting process, but it's typically thought of that the franchise is in the power position there. You're the one that wants what they have. But in Harbaugh's case, I think there's going to be a lot more of that scale shift into he has what they want. And so we'll see. But the Falcons did get first crack at him. We got more with a football fix. The futures of Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin are certainly going to be in the spotlight in Pittsburgh with the Steelers bowing out again. Mike Tomlin set a dubious record last night. 7 straight postseason losses. Since 2015 to now, they've made the playoffs 7 times. They've been one and done all 7. I think it's the longest postseason losing. It's hard to lose 7 in a row in the NFL. I think he actually ties Marvin Lewis. We know how that ended. And if you really now sit back and reflect, it's a Marvin Lewis vibe there, right? Good, but just get to the playoffs no matter how the regular season went. The Steelers have had years, by the way. They haven't always been just 9-8 and, sitting there at 5 seed or 7 or whatever they are. They've had many years where they've been double-digit win seed, the top 1 or 2 seed in the AFC. But 7 straight playoff losses for Mike Tomlin there in Pittsburgh. So Aaron Rodgers' future both now, take a little bit more attention because those seasons have come to an end. The Jags season has come to an end. Liam Cohen meets the media again after having a couple days to really digest. You're tethered to the immediacy in that post-game Q&A. And so I'm pretty sure he's scheduled to meet the media for kind of the season finale recap, wrap-up. I will imagine James Gladstone will also address the media here within these couple of weeks. But we've got more to kind of parse through on Liam Cohen, the season that was and what the future may be. So that and more when we rally and return. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on the Drill. Big toys for big boys and so much more. Home of the big honking horn. You can count on Catlin.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Get national insight from a local legend.
I know exactly who this man is.
Mike Duraco.
And we get his insight every Thursday from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. Written by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, Make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
You don't think this would be a good moment to text somebody?
There's never a bad moment to share your opinion on the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Share your opinion
As soon as possible.
at 641-1010.
Start your new year off healthy and get screened at Ackerman Cancer Center with on-site imaging, including whole body MRI, PET and CT scans, and mammography. Early detection is key. Visit AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
It's a new year at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. Cash in this month with thrilling promotions and tournaments, including daily high hands. Don't miss the winning weekends and table games Clockwork Cash Out, giving away $500 cash every 30 minutes on selected weekends at all Best Bet locations. The excitement is just beginning in 2026. Learn the games and see all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back on the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Bless you, my brother. In there. I hear you sneezing in there. Y'all, some of y'all battling the allergies. You say you got the allergies, ET?
Tear me up in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll be good by 10.
Yeah, my buddy Bobby had the allergies the other day. Just, oof. And I don't like that allergy medicine. It gets you all jittery and wiry. Just deal with it, I guess, suppose. Or you're just flying high in there on the Sudafed's, what you're doing.
No.
You got some of the purple in there.
The perp.
All right, I'm going to ask a question. What would you say the age range of the back seatigan is? I say it's school age. I say it's 6 to 18.
Yeah,
school
age.
Back seatigans sometimes become front seatigans, and then the understanding of the program opens up to another layer. But yeah, I'd say the back seatigans run from 6 to 18, right?
And that 6 is like the Friday song-ish, and then when they start to turn into the fans who listen.
Yeah, and then the high schoolers are the 9 o'clock nasty fans.
Yeah,
because of you jokers. Corrupting the youth of the First Coast.
Yeah.
I have a question right now, though. I have a good one. I'm gonna name 2 people, and I'm gonna bet that like backseatigans The majority will know one of them.
Okay.
If you're not a backseat-again, you'll either know both or you'll know the other one. You follow me?
Follow.
Gee, I'll start with the first. This is the one I don't think the backseat-agains will know.
All right.
Do you know who Thaddeus Bullard is?
No.
You don't never heard of him?
I think I've heard of.
Yeah. Okay. Thad Bullard. Okay. Anyway. All right. So anyway, Thaddeus Bullard. There's a lot of people out there going, sure, I know who Thad Bullard is.
All right.
A lot of people out there doing that, especially one particular fan base.
All right.
Do you know who Titus O'Neil is?
No, I don't know none of
You'd have heard Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil, I'll tell you who they are. Thad Bullard was a football player at Florida under Steve Spurrier. He's like from Live Oak, I believe. He wore number 11. He was a pretty good player. He was president of the student body. He was a big deal in Gainesville.
All right.
So that's Thad Bullard,
Thad
football
Bullard.
player in college. He may have even got a cup of coffee in the NFL. Titus O'Neil, backseatigans are screaming, yeah, he's the wrestler, the WWE wrestler. Titus
I
O'Neil.
do know him. Yeah.
Former champion. You want to know the twist of the story?
Educate me.
Yeah, they're the same guy.
Oh, yeah, he played at Florida, right?
Yeah, right.
He was on the pivot, I think.
Yeah, he has. He probably crossed over with Fred, or maybe came just after Fred.
Okay, yeah, they were definitely on the pivot.
There's all the old men like me and Hick. We know who Thad Bullard is. The backseatigans would know him as Titus O'Neil. But I bring it up only because Bullard played at Florida. He already has one of his boys at Florida. Now another one has transferred in from UCF. So they're just, Bullard mania down there. But if you're looking for their daddy, maybe he'll be walking into it with an intro song. He is is Titus O'Neil still active?
In the wrestling?
Yeah.
Probably.
He's got to get up. What was he? He was in school like in 2000, so that would have been 20. Yeah, he's mid-40s, but sometimes those dudes go. He was a WWE champ at one time. I mean, he was at his peak probably 10, 15 years ago. Of course, the Dogs had a big wrestler with Goldberg. Remember him?
You up there with Goldberg, and you a big boy.
Yeah, now I think Goldberg's probably a bigger boy than Titus O'Neil was, but yeah. So you backseatigans, you're right, and so is Pops. You're both right. Stop arguing. Same guy. Couple other Gator notes. This one came out of nowhere. A really talented receiver in the transfer portal. I mean, at one point he looked like he was a really talented receiver. His name is Eric Singleton. He was at Auburn last year. And Florida, who already re-upped, right, with Dallas Wilson and with Vernell Brown, and they let Trey Wilson walk. They let some of the younger guys walk. Well, yesterday they get this guy, Eric Singleton Jr., who signs on with Florida, which really adds to that receiver room. He was the top-rated transfer receiver in the portal last year. He initially declared for the draft after one season at Auburn before later announcing he would return to the portal on Friday. He played for Faulkner at Georgia Tech. He transferred to Auburn out of Georgia Tech. Look, Texas Tech wanted him. We know they pay bucks. So from Georgia Tech to Auburn and now Florida. Last year he had 534 receiving yards, 58 catches, and that was a career low. He was a star for Faulkner at Georgia Tech. 104 catches, over 1,500 yards, 9 touchdowns between 2023 and 2024. Freshman All-American, ACC Rookie of the Year. Now you gave me the allergies. No pretense here. So anyway, that's a bit of a surprise snag out of the portal. We got Titus O'Neil or Thad Bullard, whatever you want to call him. One of his kids is transferred in. That's more of the personal tie-in than it is expected impact on the field. But you are going to get impact from Singleton. That's a legit receiver, and that's now 3 that Aaron Philo, another transfer portal signee from Georgia Tech, to work with his former offensive coordinator. Another one from that line. So, man, that's a good get yesterday. And a portal that was all defection is now adding addition. And I want to say Dan said last week going through portal rankings that Florida was 17th in the portal. Not positive on that. That sounds a little ambitious, but this is the kind of addition that'll knock you up. I think they're also in on a two-lane edge rusher. I don't know how he's rated. A lot of the guys they get in the portal, Florida lands so-and-so, and then you look, and there are guys that have barely played. You got a lot of scouting involved with some of these portal snags. You're taking a guy that you think is about to take off. You know how hard it must be to advance scout college? NFL, there's only 31 other teams, man. There's only that much film. I mean, college football, thousands upon thousands, 4,500 athletes in the portal. Imagine trying to do the recon on those. Now, granted, a large chunk of the 4,500 got no business being in any kind of portal whatsoever. But nonetheless, they are. Meanwhile, Gator basketball team is back on the court tonight. They've rebounded back into the top 20. A pair of ranked wins over Georgia and Tennessee at home has the Gators not just in the top 25, but in the top 20 at number 19. They take on Oklahoma tonight on the road. Game you'll hear on 1010XL. Florida is 11-5, and now for the first time this year have a little bit of momentum with some quality wins. The one thing that lacked until the back-to-backers over Georgia and Tennessee were quality wins of any kind. What would Miami have been their best win, maybe? Kane's, somewhat average team. No one's expecting a Final Four run out of the U. Not in basketball. So, yeah, some true momentum for the first time. Let's see if that success carries over. It's a tough stop there. It feels like, just going by memory as a Gator basketball fan, it feels like Florida loses when they go to Oklahoma. Whether there's been years where Oklahoma's had a good top 10 team and won. There have been years where Florida has had a top 10 team and lost. It just feels like it's been a tough stop for the Gators through the years. So we shall see Florida basketball back in the top 20 and back in action tonight against Oklahoma. All right, we had it's perfect timing for the return of the calendar turns here. I told you we're still stuck in our, playoff loss hangover. I get it. Again, get used to it. But we turn the calendar on our other sports interests and enterprises, and that includes Brunch with the Tour. We'll start that up again this week. I'm pretty sure Scotty Scheffler's in the field this weekend, ET. Right out of the gates at the Sony. So Stewie Moore back for another year. A pounding from the fellas. And so we'll kick around golf. And we had major news yesterday. This is really interesting, intriguing. I could talk about this for an hour. The PGA Tour has opened the doors for one of the guys that went live. He's back. It's official. Brooks Koepka's back on tour. Interesting to get the golf world's feedback. I watched Matt Every, our buddy, on The Drop last night. That's on the Golf Channel. Matty hosts a show on the Golf Channel. And it coincided. And they had Oberg on set there in studio. Now, as far as any fans and what they may feel about an individual sport, this isn't a team. They don't need your gate receipt, man. No one's making concessions off of you but the tour stop. So I don't know how fans' opinion will have changed since the live split that's now been, 4, 5, 6 years ago. But the players have certainly softened. The players want these guys back. And it's interesting how the PGA Tour has set it up. Koepka comes back. There are only 3 other guys on live that have a pathway to the PGA Tour. The rest of them get the middle finger. You got to be within, you have to have won a major or the players in the last, it's either 4 or 5 years, and then have some other boxes to even be eligible to return it. When you do return it, we'll get into these specifics. He's paying a lot. He may have got, 10 figures to go to live. He may have got $100 million. But if Brooks Koepka plays good, winning golf, and the PGA Tour continues to grow, it could be as much as $80-85 million I read he'll end up paying in penalty. So the path is there. There are only 4 guys that they fall into that. So they basically said yesterday, Brooks Koepka, John Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Smith, if y'all want to come play, you can come play. The rest of y'all go to hell. That's the only way you're getting back on our tour. You're going to pay a heavy, heavy price. And the reason we're willing to take y'all, because you're the only ones worth anything over there. You're the only ones that have any value. Our guys are playing against the best in the world, man. You're the only ones over there we put in that category.
Is there any sign that the other guys will come?
I think that John Rahm might be tempted. Now, and you got to pay back Liv. Now, Koepka was done with his Liv contract. Okay. He bought out of the last year.
Yeah.
Rahm's signed for another 3. DeChambeau's going to be a little different pill for the tour. Now, it's there, so he's eligible, but the discontent was a little greater when it came to DeChambeau because he was, along with Phil, got into the antitrust suits and that kind of thing.
He was a little more chirpy.
Koepka was the perfect one to send out there as the test balloon.
Okay.
Right? He was never real vocal. He didn't make a big scene. He didn't say they were growing the game. I don't know.
You took his bread and cleared
I'm taking my money, man. I'm not playing great. I can't, when he made the decision, I couldn't play with those guys. He went to live and won a major. So he stayed relevant here. And he's not as much of a he was liked. Bryson DeChambeau wasn't all that liked, ironically, until he went to live and all the young kids followed him. That the old,
YouTube, you did YouTube help?
Yes.
That will help his
YouTube completely re-described and defined Bryson DeChambeau. Anyway, I don't mean to talk a bunch of golf here in the 6 o'clock hour. We're going to come back and hear from Liam Cohen. We will also do the football fix this hour. And a reminder, though, we will start a brunch for the tour and all that fun and shenanigans that will go along with the season-long points chase. But more importantly, it's the leaderboard here on the picks. The pick segment, I believe, is that what puts you in a diaper? No, Stewie lost, and we got to go play at the Players, and then it turned out he wouldn't have lost, right?
That's
how it worked.
And we still got to play.
Oh, well played, Drill Squad. Well played. Back with Liam Cohen and more. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He watches the coach's film to find the things you might have missed. Jeff Lageman checks the tape for you. Tuesdays during football season on Jaguars Today. Inspected by Napa Auto Care on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Ghost. Skeletor World Tour 2026. Ghost. Theatrical. Arena Rock. January 22nd, 5-Star Veterans Memorial Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Ghost. Don't miss Ghost.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the chairman of Underwoods. With Christmas behind us in 2026 here, the last thing you want to hear is somebody trying to sell you something. That's why at Underwoods, we'd like to stop and just say thank you to all the people that came in our stores over the last year. Whether you bought from us or not, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us the chance to help. You see, in North Florida, there are a lot of people trying to sell you jewelry, but at Underwoods, we consider it an honor for somebody to come in and just give us that chance to help. And if we do a good job, we might get a chance to serve again. Having served North Florida since 1928, all of us here understand what a customer really gives us during that visit to Underwoods, their trust. And it's up to us to do everything we can to keep it. So on behalf of everybody on the Underwood team, thanks again for coming into our stores, and we wish each of you a Happy New Year.
All right, folks, our private equity fund just bought another one in Jacksonville.
Love it. Let's make sure the website says locally trusted.
Should we change the number to a Florida area code?
Nah, just pretend we're local.
Meanwhile, Holland Sons Plumbing didn't need a rebrand to stay local. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and proud to call Jacksonville home. So if you want a plumber who actually lives in your neighborhood, not in a boardroom, call Holland Sons Plumbing. Holland Sons Plumbing. Locally owned, nationally unbothered.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Little chili peppers this morning. All right, back here on the drill, still digesting the season ender. Going to hear from Liam Cohen. By the way, ET heads up, that'll be cut 7 coming up here in just a moment. Yeah, I continue. Like I said, it'll be interesting to get Liam Cohen kind of untethered from the immediacy of the loss and let him really look and digest how the play went, how the game went, how the flow was. You know, he said at halftime, our running backs are averaging 9 a pop. We need to run more, and then didn't. You know, they averaged 9, but still averaged at 6 yards a carry in the second half. So I'm sure he's going to have thoughts on that. And it's not just that they were so dominant against a poor run defense. It's the fact of recognizing the skill and talent of the other guys. They played 17 games in an NFL season. And after 17 games, they have the #1 pass defense in the National Football League. I don't know what evidence you need to understand that's going to be difficult. That can't be the bread and butter strategy and approach. Doesn't mean you can't burn them. Doesn't mean you can't need it. That, to me, sets up a game like old school 1970s. Run, and pass to convert. When they can't stop your run twice, and if it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 8, then throw the ball if you're so good at throwing it. Use those plays you've used the last 4 plays to use once every 4 plays. That seems to me would have been the much better approach. It would have led to victory. If ETN had a game where they gave it to him 30 times, we would have won. I believe that. I don't know if Liam Cohen does. You know, again, getting them off of the kick, take points, that whole narrative, I would at least ask to, let's at least bring it open to suggestion in the postseason. You do your thing in the regular year. Use your analytics all you want. When we get to the playoffs, maybe, let's take some of those precious points and put them in our bank. Let's bank 3. Let's bank 3 and have them in case we need them later. Rainy day fund. So don't spend it all on a 4th and 2 vacation. Let's put a little bit in savings here. These are some of the quarterbacks that the Bills played in the second half of their year. For any concern, by the way, and I don't feel much of this at all. There's always going to be the naysayers. Unfortunately, when you believe that your quarterback has failed and flamed out, you dig your heels in, and then you'll never leave that opinion, even while he's thriving, which is silly, but nonetheless. If you're concerned with Trevor Lawrence's play the other day, and I really wasn't. I thought Trevor played a BB+ game, did more than enough to win the football game. Couple fourth-quarter drives. ET, you're no Trevor Stan. He was fine, wasn't he?
Oh, he definitely played winning football.
Yeah, against the #1 pass defense. What did Trevor end up with? Let me get his exact numbers here.
I think he went 18 for 30.
Okay, 60%. He had 200 and what? 40, 30, 20 yards? What was the?
About 240, 2 and 2.
Yeah, and the last one was almost like, okay, that's
Like punt,
it counts. I'm not trying to completely discount it, but until that last interception on the urgent drive, he had a passer rating over 100 against the number one pass defense. So, 18 of 30, 207, 3 touchdowns, 20 picks. Those. All right, let me give you some numbers from the Bills in the second half of the year. Some of the teams they played starting in like mid-November. 15 of 34, 250, no touchdowns, 1 pick. That was Patrick Mahomes. 14 of 23, 155 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. That was Drake May. 13 of 27, 108 yards, 1 touchdown, no picks. That was Jalen Hurts. 16 of 28, 173, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That was Baker Mayfield. 4 pretty good passing offenses. Well, maybe not the Eagles, but there's also Cleveland's and Jets and games where I'm not going to give them credit for stopping whoever it is they stopped. The one quarterback that got into a shootout with the Bills and piled up some numbers production-wise was Joe Burrow, but he threw 3 picks. But he had like over 300. But he's the only one. So I'm just curious. And again, hindsight being 2020, why at any point, unless the scoreboard and the play clock dictate it, why at any point is running the ball not job one? To control this game and get us on to the next round. All right, in the aftermath of the emergency, and a quick pep talk from one of the those in attendance on Sunday, Liam Cohen was asked in the moment his takeaways from what ended up being a very good season.
Yeah, I mean, it was an honor. It's an honor to be the head coach of this football team. This group of guys, the organization, people that I'm fortunate enough to work with on a day-to-day basis has been extremely gratifying to be in this role, obviously. And, you learn so much in your first year doing it and be able to self-scout and self-evaluate it in the offseason to give yourself a chance to win these type of games in the future, but putting ourselves in a position to compete like champions every day and see what that looks like next season.
And buddy, there's nothing to be taken for granted, but I started this with a belief, this sad, melancholy, depressed, something's missing from you. Get used to it. And again, it's an irony of success in sports. When you're successful in the sports, you go to the playoffs every year. No one wins. Everyone finishes second. The number of teams and players that get to soak in and enjoy championships, the number of cities that are able to host parades is very small. Lamar, never been to a Super Bowl. Josh Allen, never been to a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow and the Bengals never won a Super Bowl. It's hard to win most years. That team that just came in here and won this Sunday is one of the better teams in the AFC the last 7-8 years. And every year their season ends with the Bills fans feeling like you feel now. And it doesn't make them any less formidable, any less dangerous Sunday to Sunday, and any less formidable as you look ahead. You can go ahead and know next year the Bills are going to be good. You're listening to The Drill. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Football Fix when we return.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
This is your VSIN Action Update. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida State visiting Syracuse at ACC basketball today at the JMA Wireless Dome. The Seminoles have lost 3 consecutive games. They're the 8.5-point underdog of the Orange, 158.5 the total. Florida Gators on the road in Norman, Oklahoma, against the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma, the 5.5-point home underdog. They are 8-0 at the Lloyd Noble Center, where the total today is 153.5. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won 10 consecutive games after a win over the Flyers yesterday. They are $1.25 favorite today at the Pittsburgh Penguins, plus 105, 6.5 under the total. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. with your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
It's January in Jacksonville, so you turn on the shower knob expecting hot water. Comes up cold. That's a tough loss to start the day, but Duck Duck Rooter is here to turn things around with the new year, new water heater promotion. Duck Duck Rooter makes replacing that old water heater a winning play. Right now, get a new water heater installed for just $14.99 on select models with standard installation. Call now to schedule your free estimate and take the cold shower off the scoreboard. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
Cooking with Prisco.
These things are wonderful. You're going to love it. Have a rollie.
Catch CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco every Friday afternoon on The Franchi Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
This is Garrett Scantling, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists for any orthopedic issue you have. I'm back to my Olympic training, and I feel great.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
So who doesn't want to save some pennies at the pump? You can by joining the Shell Fuel Rewards program. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. In fact, I have a 1, 2, 3 offer right now. When you become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program at Shell, you'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 cents per gallon on your third. You get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply.
Ready to race Jacksonville? Indoor racing anytime at K1 Speed. Fast electric karts, real competition, and family fun. Buy 2 races, get 1 free every Tuesday. Cruise over to K1 Speed Jacksonville today. Your top destination for indoor racing.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. Did you know that individuals over age 60 have great results on Awaken 180? See how you could drop weight and get off your medications in just 3 months with Awaken 180's Golden Program. Visit awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Yeah, I think that, and just you talked about how proud he was to coach this group and, how much fun it was and rewarding it was to coach us. And, and we feel the same way as players. Just we're all in this together and just the camaraderie between the players, but also between players and staff. It was a really cool team, special year. And, it sucks because you're never going to have the exact same group again. So I think that's the worst part is it's over. And there's going to be a lot of things that stay the same, but it's never the exact same group. So I wish we could have made a couple more plays to keep this thing going. We'll be playing next week, but that's not the reality. So, I mean, it was tough, and, he had a good message for us, and we appreciate him. He's a hell of a coach, and I can't think of one better, so appreciate him.
That's Trevor Lawrence on Liam Cohen's message. We've seen Liam Cohen post-game 2 months in a row here with all kinds of excitement and fist bumps, and heck yes. Yeah, not so much on Sunday. Goodbye, see you later, most of you at least. There's time to play out just exactly where the Jags will have draft maneuverability. There are plenty of stars to be found in the draft after round 1. Plenty of flashy players you can get after round 1. Ironically, after trading away a bunch to get the rights to Travis Hunter goes down to injury. Don't forget that number 2 pick Ransaw had been injured. We never saw him at all, the second rounder. So you add that to the mix next year. They have a bunch of the mid to late round picks that they will have some flexibility, some maneuverability if they want to put together some packages. I think they pick, I want to say in the 40s in round 2. I want to say in the 40s, but again, there's time to look at all that. And there are like we said, we just from the deep periphery looked at it yesterday, and there are defensive line athletes even now projected at that point of the draft. You get the right ones. One thing the Rams did, man, that fast-tracked them. They got those D linemen in the middle of the draft. Remember? Yeah, Verse was a first-round pick, but Fisk wasn't, and Young wasn't, and they really loaded up on some talent, some all-pro level talent in the middle of the round. Last year's draft class didn't do a ton. They were pressed into action late, and I suppose they performed okay. The Jags continued to win all season long, but, man, when you lose Travis Hunter, before the midway point, when you never have your second-round pick, when Wyatt Milam, the third-rounder, is injured most of the year. Now, he is one of those that picked up some sporadic play time. The running backs contributed all year. Maybe it's in some form or fashion. The Quinn Allen and Bashal Tootin, outside of Tootin's finger or hand injury, they Monheim gave you a little bit. Never saw any at all of the Notre Dame linebacker. Kaiser, what happened to him? I hope he didn't rent Muma's place. So anyway, plenty of time to look into all that future right now. I think Trevor sums it up. It stings. And again, if it feels a little worse for you, I got bad news. Get used to it. If the Jags are going to be a contending playoff team like we think, most years are going to end in disappointing fashion. They do for everyone, unless you're, Andy Reid. It seems like of late. I'm going to get back to a football fix here from the National Football League, but I did want to mention a couple of other. I said that the Gators snagged kind of a surprise, really good receiving prospect, Singleton from Auburn. He started at Georgia Tech with their coordinator, but the big news nationally was Lane Kiffin going and getting his quarterback who he wants. It is going to be Sam Leavitt now, expected to join LSU. The transfer portal market starting to shake out. Leavitt was terrific at Arizona State, right? He took them all the way to the playoffs. They may have, they win a game. Anyway, they with Scadaboo. Remember, they had Scadaboo, and they had Sam Leavitt, and now Leavitt is now going to join LSU. It looks like, so we'll see how that plays out. And then Dylan Raiola, who was the Mahomes clone, a legacy player at Nebraska. His dad was an All-American there. He chose Nebraska and played a couple of years there, went into the portal, now says he's going to commit to Oregon. And we're not even sure if Dante Moore is going to try and jump to the NFL yet, but at least that was the word yesterday, Raiola committing to Oregon. So there's a couple of the transfer portal bigger names and some of what went down yesterday and what's going on here. How? I've lost my mouse. Go ahead and fire up the band. We got a football. I don't need it. It's annoying, though. All right, the Elite Eight, as it were. Oh, sucks to not be one of them. Is now set. Texans did what they were supposed to do. They went into Pittsburgh and they thumped an anemic offense. They harassed a 42-year-old quarterback, and they knocked the Steelers into oblivion. So much for that 23 straight on Monday night. It was a game that was closer than the final score. It wasn't a good game. We had good games the entire postseason. You know, there were 11 go-ahead fourth-quarter touchdowns in the wild card round, and that's with none Sunday night or Monday night because both games were salted away. But this game was 7-6 going to the fourth quarter. And the Texans defense ultimately wore them down. They had 2 fourth-quarter defensive scores. They went on to rout the Steelers 30-6. So it's Houston now. We'll go to New England to take on the Patriots. It'll be the Bills going west to take on Denver. And over in the NFC, Rams at Chicago. Seattle hosts San Francisco in the other game. I guess I haven't looked at the weather report. I got the potential for 3 snow games here, right? We got home games in Denver. We got a home game in Chicago. We got a home game in New England. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We had a Christian Kirk sighting last night. I swear I haven't seen Christian Kirk do much at all since he left Jacksonville.
Yeah, he got busy last night.
A lot of targets last night. Nico Collins checked out for a concussion, and Christian Kirk picked up the slack. Bunch of targets, a bunch of catches. I think he had a 100-yard game. I know he had a touchdown.
I think he had 144.
Yeah, like eight catches, 100-yard game, and a touchdown as well, and the Texans marching on. Jalen Hurts, the quarterback there in Philly, has avoided endorsing the offensive coordinator, and so that nice, calm, peaceful, everybody gets along, chemistry continues to flow out of the Philly locker room. By the way, after the Steelers lost last night, blown out, Aaron Rodgers asked about his future. He's not ready to commit. Everyone speculates about Mike Tomlin's future. What an irony it would be if the Steelers did let Tomlin go finally. It'd be way out of character, but say they did. And suddenly there'd be 3 coaches in the AFC North who lost their job, and the one who most deserved to lose his job would be the one standing, Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. You could argue of those 4, Stefanski, Harbaugh, and Tomlin, and Taylor, one who should be jettisoned in power ranking order. Some may land on Taylor, and yet he'll be the one apparently that will have his job. I did say Nico Collins carted off with a concussion in that one, so I'll have to monitor that status. The Falcons, the first, at least according to reports, to person-to-person interview John Harbaugh. Harbaugh said to be vetting teams. I think that's what the interview process is. But we'll see where he lands. I was also somewhat surprised to see Mike McDaniel. 4 head coaching interviews lined up. 4 for the deposed offense head coach. That's a Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers and the home course, Jewett Creek Golf Club. It's Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
After dominating ranked Georgia and Tennessee, the Gators roll the Big Mo to Boomer Sooner, Florida, Oklahoma. Tonight at 8:30 on 1010 AM.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. When pests invade your home or business, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, they'll show up for you and eliminate pests quicker, just like they did at my house, because they care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with a pest problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TerMinix.com. That's right, Terminix it.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, a Jacksonville family business for nearly 70 years. Heck, I've been talking about them for over a decade. The Thompson family secret, Dandy's never frozen, always fresh baked bread with quality meats and cheeses, no dry crumbly subs here, only soft and tasty deliciousness. When I see that logo with the little dude with the cane on the label, it tells me I'm getting a trusted brand, a quality sandwich. So do what I do and stop in at a Daly's and make yours a dandy today.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Since 1927, Jacksonville has trusted Coil Fencing to protect what matters. And I trust them too. From tough chain link to your commercial project to sleek aluminum fencing your HOA will love, Coil does it all. Did you know that Coil can also install, service, and maintain those automatic gates that help protect your neighborhood or business? To schedule a complimentary consultation, visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com. Coil Fencing, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Chad and Sandy Real Estate. Jaguars packed up Monday after the playoff loss. Cam Little commented on his part in the defeat.
I can take accountability for that. I need to make that kick and to, put our team in the best chance to win.
Florida visits Oklahoma after beating 2 ranked SEC teams. Listen live this evening at 8:30 on 1010 XL AM and stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently at 7:02 and it's 44 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
It's just one of them days when I wanna be all alone. It's just one of them days when I gotta be all alone. It's just one of them days. Don't take it personal.
You know it! Yes, sir! One of them things. A sad irony dawned on me, Dan. What's that? You know that extra sick feeling that we have with the Jags losing in the postseason as opposed to a disappointing regular season loss? That sick feel, that sick hits you harder than any other loss as a fan, that postseason sick feeling. The sad irony now is get used to it. When you become a contender, this is how most season ends. Even if you got a great team with high expectations, most years, even as a year-to-year contender, it ends with you miserable. You know, it's part of you ratchet up your expectations and your success, and you ratchet up the disappointment when those seasons come to an end. Ask the Bills 7 years in a row. They felt just like we felt these last couple of days. Do you get numb to it after a while? I don't think you do. As a Braves fan, I'd say no. It's one. You get you may transfer the energy from sadness to anger and frustration. Those things happen as you contend longer and longer. But no, I would say from a Braves perspective, it hits harder every year, or just as hard. Wouldn't you?
It's just one of them things. Here we go.
Who do you think is going to the Super Bowl in the AFC?
Super Bowl! I know we're not. I
think yesterday you had a quick answer.
I would have said Buffalo.
Yeah.
Houston looks good, unfortunately.
That defense is just for real, isn't it?
But
and the AFC is kind of
Pittsburgh was
they're
the weakest of the weak.
CJ, did he have 3 turnovers?
He had 3 fumble loss and a pick.
Yeah. Oh, he had 2 fumbles lost.
3 fumbles.
Yeah.
And 2 lost.
I think he had 5 fumbles.
Did
he recovered 3 and lost 2.
Yeah, it really looked like he was trying to throw the game for a little while. Looked like Vegas had got to him. It's like, what are you doing, bro? But never had a 7-6 game felt so one-sided.
Yeah.
And then once they broke the dam open, it was over in the fourth quarter.
Kind of like that Ole Miss Miami game. Miami was barely up, and it felt like they were up 2 scores.
And then Aaron Rodgers will ride off into the sunset. Mike Tomlin will leave if he wants to, which I think he might. I think he
get hired right away too.
I think he's done.
He won't coach again.
I think he's going to do TV if he leaves.
All right.
It'll be interesting to see what he wants to do. It's so funny, man. I mean, it's perspective. I get it, man. And when you go to the playoffs, you know, it brings out to me that one saying that I've always talked about, that I've always liked, is how the credit belongs to the man in the arena whose face is marred with blood and sweat and dud, who knows the great blood, who knows great enthusiasm, great devotion. In the end, he triumphs. And if he triumphs, at least he triumphs greatly, so that his place shall never be with the cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. And I've always sort of liked that statement. It was like Theodore Roosevelt, but Lombardi had it and used it. But once you go into the arena, man, and you talked about the playoffs, and you make the playoffs, which is an accomplishment, in society today, it's no longer an accomplishment unless you win it all. Because now what we do, instead of, hey, man, you know the Pittsburgh Steelers win every single year. We don't do that.
Sound like you're channeling your Aaron Rodgers from his postgame.
Is that what he said?
When I came in the league, the NFL one is the fact that we have hot seat conversation. He said the same thing about Matt LaFleur. These guys are great coaches.
Because what happens now is instead of the criticisms towards Tomlin, once you get into the playoffs, beating Baltimore, winning the North when you weren't favored to do it is impressive.
Through a bunch of injuries.
Okay, but instead of that, going 10-7 with Kenny Pickett and 10-7 with Mason Rudolph and 10-7 with 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers,
Russell Wilson,
and 10-7 with, instead of saying, "Hey, that's pretty good," and I get it.
They need to blow up the whole thing.
I get the frustration, but instead of looking at that as a positive, all the negative stats are found.
Well, this is what I said. Sometimes that worse than normal feeling of losing in the postseason, right? It transitions from what it feels like now, and maybe next year down the road you start to get frustrated with that. And this is fair if you're a Steeler fan. Mike Tomlin hadn't won a playoff game since like 2013 or 14. He's got the longest playoff losing streak in history. He's now tied with Marvin Lewis, 7 in a row.
Okay.
At some point, we got to try something else. This is never going to work.
But a lot of those were because they overachieved. They had no business. They're not that good.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them. And
I
by
don't
the way,
think they're that good.
I don't know if you're if you beat the Bengals and the Ravens in these times enough to go, you're not overachieving. Maybe you're underachieving. Who knows?
Well, look.
They got to get They need a new system, quarterback. They need an overhaul.
They happen to draw. They're a low seed. They happen to draw. Look,
they're terrible.
The Jags in 17, maybe they should have won that game. 45-42, they lost that game.
Were they the 1 seed? They were the 1 seed. Yeah, we had to be a 4 here against Buffalo. We had to be. We were 9-8. Oh no, that team was better. I was thinking 22. Never mind. They were 2 seed then.
Yeah. The Browns losing to the Browns in 2020. That was the game that Ben threw for all those yards.
Yeah,
that was 48-37.
That was with Baker, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Then they drew at Kansas City, at Buffalo, at Baltimore. I mean, it is what it is. They weren't near as good as the Chiefs, and the Chiefs thumped them. They weren't near as good as the Bills. The Bills.
Well, that's the problem. You want to be near as good as those teams.
You don't give me credit for steering a crappy team. Well, I think you're wrong.
I give you credit, but
Kenny Pickett.
Not for 10 years in a row. Not 10 years in a row.
It's not 10 years in a row. It's the last. It's
since 2015.
Well, they don't go every year.
They went 7 of the last 10 or 11.
Right. So they don't go every year, and I don't know. So I don't. It is what it is. I mean,
I guess why didn't we?
I don't think Tomlin's a bad coach. I don't either. Should he have beaten Houston? Houston was way better than them. That game went exactly how I thought, except I thought they were going to break Aaron Rodgers in half in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that. Is there some aerophagia going on in here?
Not me.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, I'm just checking.
I got nothing going on.
Aerophagia?
Aerophagia is when you pass gas. Yeah.
I don't. This seems to be something. Something amiss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing odd that I'm detecting. But who knows, man? We got some pigs here. Maybe they left like an apple in the corner or something.
My dog literally just asked, "Did you fart?"
Yeah.
That's basically what he said.
No, that is.
Yeah. I mean, is
clean
that wrong?
Clean it up a little bit for the back seat again. Never mind that.
Hey, that's a word for you backseat again.
Yeah.
Aerophagia.
It's a little bit of vile in here right now. I'm not sure. But anyway, so I just think that's what we do. Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, 10-7 playoff loss. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, 10-7 playoff loss. I don't know, man. And listen, their defense ain't as good as it used to be. So they're an old team. They're in a tough spot. They're in a tough spot.
And here's what also happens, and we don't do this because we're not diehard Steeler fans, but the websites, they break down the 51 calamitous breakdowns a game.
But this leads into what you said at the very beginning. Listen, if we don't win, this will become our narrative, everybody's narrative. It's Sean McDermott. He should be fired. If he had lost that game against the Jags, he'd have been majorly on the hot seat.
There's a kind of a difference.
The difference between what Buffalo's doing and what Pittsburgh's doing is Buffalo's got Josh Allen.
And Buffalo wins playoff games. They don't lose their first game every year.
Josh Allen, and they don't have Justin Fields running around out there, or Kenny Pickett running around there, or 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers running around there.
Roethlisberger for half of those. He did have quarterback for a bunch of them. I guess the only question I would have is this seems a lot different than any thoughts on Marvin Lewis when the Bengals let him go. Seems a different conversation.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer.
And it was a no-brainer for Marvin Lewis to go, and he made 6 he made 6 in a row, lost 6 in a row.
By the way, maybe they were wrong.
Well, he hadn't
hadn't
surfaced anymore.
He got lucky
They've been to the Super Bowl
because he got Joe Burrow. What's he done since? Joe Burrow in last 6 years. Joe Burrow been twice to the playoffs. Would you rather be the Bengals or the Steelers? Let me ask you guys that.
I'd rather be the Bengals.
Okay.
Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
Okay. So you'd rather go to the Super Bowl, go 2 times in 6 years, or go every time?
They don't go. Pittsburgh don't go every time.
Again.
Oh, you talking about playoffs?
Yeah.
I'd rather
23, 24, 25, 21. So they've gone 4 out of the last 5 years, or 2 out of 6. Which would you rather?
That Super Bowl appearance weighs heavy for me.
Weighs heavy?
Yeah.
And I also
that does it like as a Bengals fan though, you could have won that game.
I got a big asterisk though as a Bengals fan because my quarterback has been hurt for chunks of that time.
Because you won't fix the damn offensive line.
Yeah, I get it.
Right.
All the teams are flawed. That's why it goes back to this sad irony. Get used to this feeling. If you're a contender,
I just like to be a contrarian when it comes to Pittsburgh because I know all the Steeler fans want Tomlin.
No,
and really he should leave because then let's see what they do.
There's a difference between where semantics are inflaming this a little bit. I'm not saying that Mike Tomlin should be fired.
Yeah.
I just think it's time to go in another.
And listen, I got the perfect guy for them to hire. If they want another 30-year guy, which they do, is the Shula kid out of LA.
I think the Dolphins that makes sense for me with the Don Shula tie-in.
But they'll go
defensive
if I'm
guy.
Pittsburgh, I go get Shula and give him the keys.
Was Tomlin on the Pittsburgh staff? He was, right? Wasn't he the secondary coach for Cowart?
I think he was.
I think he was. Point being, they get him in house.
It might be somebody who's already.
I don't know. I think it's probably part of the reason you're making a change is we need a whole new set of eyeballs. They need an overall new scouts, all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just kind of treading water there in the sea of mediocrity, and it's been they've been shipwrecked for 10 years.
I will continue to be amazed at the Aaron Rodgers. The thing that strikes me most about Aaron Rodgers is this whole year since he signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers, what has he had on his left hand?
Aaron Rodgers? Oh,
Yeah.
He had that ring on?
I've never seen the wife.
Has anyone seen her? Is she?
No one has ever spotted.
She's
the
not
wife.
a documented for real.
She
No
may
one's
not be
ever seen
real.
her? I mean, no one.
This may be fake.
You're not exaggerating. No.
I
one,
honestly,
no one has
Google
ever
Aaron
seen
Rodgers'
With all the
wife. What
cameras,
do I get?
yeah, with all the cameras that are always on Aaron Rodgers,
Why
she would have
hasn't
been, she
anyone
would have
went and
surfaced
found
yet.
Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers' wife?
Would he really? Is this like? Did he trip? I mean, was he like tripping? And he imagined.
Aaron Rodgers revealed how mystery wife Brittany with an I supports him from behind. Top conspiracy theories about
bet
Aaron
she
Rodgers'
does.
wife with marriage.
I don't. Yeah, the Times of India have a story this morning. Maybe they've got the details. The Times of India.
Yeah.
Brittany with an I. So he's gone all. If he has created her,
It's a pseudonym for a male spouse. That's one of the theories.
We're gonna find out that it is. It's actually Manti Te'o.
It could be. I don't know. It's a reality TV star.
If she was a reality TV star, we'd know. They can't keep anything private.
We would definitely know.
Why this? What a weirdo, dude. Just a weirdo. Why would you get married and not tell anyone? I mean, what is the deal when he debuts this thing? What's it going to look like? What are we doing?
There are a few clues that link Aaron Rodgers to Brittany with an I Klein, a former model and America's Next Top Model contestant.
That would be on brand. That's the type of that he's dated.
But it would have
She's
been
from
documented.
Pennsylvania. She appears to have returned to the state after a modeling career and reality TV run ended. It's possible he picked the team because it was close for his new love. She posted photos with an unidentified man. He hasn't been included in photos since 2021.
She's waifish looking.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, that was like the remember he dated the owner of the Milwaukee Bucks daughter? She was kind of
Cole.
waifish.
Yeah, Brittany Klein's kind of waifish, if that's just her. It doesn't. I'm on Brittany's page. It doesn't mention.
The drill needs to know what the hell's going on there. I mean, put the Googans on it.
I mean, how do we not know this?
I want to know what the deal is with the wife.
I mean, I demand to see Brittany.
She's definitely waifish.
I demand that you show us Brittany. We marched on the Rodgers compound. Show us your maiden. All right, we're going to come back with the 10-minute drill next. It's a Catlin Truck Accessories. Wait, do we have a poll question, or did we do that already?
Oh, yeah. Let's get the poll question in there. Dreamfinders Homes poll question brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, official home builder of the Jaguars, the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and the Tampa Bay Rays. Listen, gang, unbelievable interest rate packages at Dreamfinders Homes. First-time home builders, you must take advantage. There are beautiful locations all throughout Jacksonville. I think 15 of them.
15 of them things?
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes?
Nah, sorry.
No, there we go.
There we
go. No, we're not.
When's the wedding? Who's going?
June in Rhode Island.
Oh, you won't be there. You'll be overseas.
I'll be overseas.
You're so opposed to the wedding, you refuse to stay in country.
I can't endorse it. I never thought they'd make the
You did
kids
it.
would
You
make
can't
it.
be here.
Which Jaguar free agent is most indispensable?
Okay.
ETN, Lloyd, or other? ETN, Lloyd, or other?
Who are the others? Monteric Brown, is that really the only one that would suffice, you think?
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of them.
But I know, but the ones that really are like, listen, I would say ETN, but my coach won't run the football, so I'm moving on there. Parker Washington is not a free agent, right? We got him another year. We don't have to worry. I guess I'd go Lloyd. He's all pro.
He's all pro.
Yeah, he played all.
Yeah. 66.9% took Devin Lloyd. 22.7% took ETN. 10.5% say other.
I think Monteric Brown would be the most impactful player that falls into that other category.
Boy, our whole perception of the corners in the room changed after that one game.
Yeah, and that's
they
probably
didn't play
not
well
fair.
Sunday.
Yeah, that's not fair. That shouldn't do that.
Yeah, but that's
like Newsome. His first game he was awful, and he was terrible the other day, but he was decent in
Yeah, he
that
played
middle
decent.
point. You know, he hadn't been awful, but it's just that's more of a defensive breakdown than it is. Newsome carries the brunt of it. He's the one that turned the receiver over, but that's a team issue the way
It's
that
a
thing went
breakdown
down.
at a wrong time.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
That's absolutely for sure.
That's your poll question brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes. You can vote for a couple more hours at the 1010XL site. Free Dan Hick and free the media mogul. Get him back.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
You know, sometimes you wonder, and this has been kicked about in different NFL cities, when you have a really good assistant coach and he leaves to go somewhere else, should you have made the change with the head coach? And they're certainly wondering that in Tampa with Todd Bowles. now the Bucs fans are like, why didn't we hire Liam Cohen? Why didn't we take Liam Cohen? In Philadelphia, Sirianni, Kellen Moore left after that 1 year. He took him to a Super Bowl as the offense coordinator. The offense went down the tubes. The New Orleans Saints had more yards than the Philadelphia Eagles this year, and they didn't have near what to work with what Philadelphia had. And certainly out in L.A. via San Diego, they're wondering that right now with Jesse Minter and Jim Harbaugh. As the game passed Jim Harbaugh by, is it time to get new blood? Jesse Minter on the staff, he's going to get a lot of head coaching interviews. Might he be a guy who they should target?
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Offense, defense, special teams.
Offense, defense, and special teams all contribute.
We got ourselves a roster.
After the game, pump up the Superior Plumbing Special Teams Player of the Game.
They got to match the eye testing.
On 1010XL.
Hey, certainly facing interesting economic times. For me, it's comforting knowing my money's in good hands with ITP Partners. I can talk about them forever because, man, here's to 2025. Thank you, ITP Partners. What a season we had. Let's go. Chris Bryant, Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Reed Wingate. Experience, expertise, knowledge. Appreciate them so very much. Appreciate them, and you can appreciate them too. Because, listen, call them. They'll talk to you. They'll build and strategize with you where your goals become their priorities. I don't have the same goals as, say, my son or my daughter who both use ITP, right? ITP Partners are always there to help. Get in the game. Chris at ITPpartners.com or call them 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life. Non-compensated client testimony, not representative of all client experiences. No guarantee of future performance or success.
Renewal by Andersen is ringing in the new year with a happy renewal year sale. Buy one, get one, 40% off all replacement windows and doors. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Sale ends January 31st. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets savings.
You like winning? This is foreign Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
XL Primetime is back weekdays noon to 2, and on Wednesdays, join Dr. George Bari at 1:20 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Make sure you catch Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime Wednesdays at 1:20 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey,
Jacksonville, DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
Yeah. Sports Concepts and Razzle Days is coming your way. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize packet. Oh, baby. Razzle-de-dazzle me. That's right.
You know who that is?
I do.
Who's that?
That's the tickets I want.
Oh, them Stapleton tickets, huh?
I'd go to that.
I might know somebody. But I got a pair of tickets to go see Chris Stapleton. He's going to be at the Five-Star Veterans Memorial Center on June 26th. So one lucky winner can hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill for them tickets.
You said June 26th?
June 26th. You won't be here, bro.
Yeah, I will.
You'll be here. You'll be back.
I'll be back, baby.
Hit me up at the end of the 10-minute drill.
End of the drill, not now.
You want the tickets?
Yes, I do.
I can't give you these tickets.
You can't do it?
Can't do it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned this in the downtime with Dan. The Eagles, Kellen Moore left, head coach of the Saints. Saints had more total yards than the Eagles this year. They had a lot less talent to work with. That's Kellen Moore. That's a good coach. Sometimes there's these good assistants on these staffs, and you can't fire the head guy who's done Liam Cohen. Those Bucs fans are just miserable not having Liam Cohen, seeing the success here in Jacksonville, and they're talking about that like out in L.A. with Jesse Minter, I think is his name, and he's going to get some head coaching interviews. And so those types of jobs. The other thing I heard yesterday was, and I thought this was interesting, is Harbaugh, John, he interviewed with the Falcons. I think he's interviewed with the Giants. And they say he's very intrigued, and this is why it's a year-to-year league, man. Very intrigued with the Titans. Likes Cam Ward. They got a ton of cap space. They're getting a new stadium. Those are some big positives in Nashville.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If you're Nashville, and thank God that Nashville's a bunch of boobs because they fired Vrabel. They could have had Malik Willis starting at quarterback, not missing a beat.
A.J. Brown. Derrick Henry.
Yeah. I mean,
The big question in Philly is, I think, rather than saying what happened to Saquon Barkley, maybe it's just time to say what happened to Saquon Barkley in 2024. That's just going to be an outlier that's so far better than he is. Saquon Barkley's not a 2,005-yard rusher. He's not a 5.8 yard per carry guy. He had a hell of a year. He had one outlandishly outlier of a year. By far his biggest yards per carry of his career, 5.8. He's career 4.6. This year he was 4.1. 2024, he ran for 2,005 yards.
Unbelievable.
13 touchdowns. Had a longest, big plays. And that's just outside of that. Now, he's had some injuries. He's always been a good back.
Yeah.
But it's like, what happened in 2024 that he just went crazy? Now, they gave him the ball.
What did he finish with this year?
1140. He had an ETN type year, 4.1 of carries. Really almost dead same as ETN, only ETN had more touchdowns.
ETN got in the end zone 14 times this year, too. Don't forget about that. That matters.
And ETN,
not everybody gets in the end zone. He got in the end zone. He always did. He did it in Clemson. He's done it here. Just factor that in if you decide to let him go.
I wonder if ETN and Barkley don't have, like, if you player A, player B, these jokers, because Barkley had 37 catches.
How many carries did Saquon have this year?
280.
What did he have last year?
345.
Plus the playoffs. He had over 400.
No, that's 16 games.
Yeah, plus the playoffs.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
had
yeah.
over
But I'm
400
just
if
saying
you
that-
added them up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the history tells us that they always have a down year after they touch
guess.
it that many times.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We talked about that all offseason. And he wasn't bad. Saquon wasn't bad.
No, he was ETN level, which is like
around
10.
here we applaud ETN.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a bad level. I'm just saying that's not like offensive player of the year level,
right?
Which he was the year before.
Correct.
He's why the Eagles won the Super Bowl through all of their discontent because Saquon Barkley was unstoppable last year. Remember him in the playoffs?
Yes.
Hand him the ball, boom, 70 yards,
Beautiful.
first play.
Beautiful. I have this. This is a great. You may know this. You may have seen this, but nonetheless, this is stat of the day material right here.
Oh.
I need a Dan Higgins stat of the day material. Jacksonville needs to know it, needs to love it, needs to wrap their arms around it, and it speaks volumes here of this.
His name is Higgins. He's the reason you listen. Just kidding, Jeff.
Easy.
Stan Higgins, stat of the day.
Oh, Balls Davis, I miss you so.
Balls texted us this weekend.
Did he? From the great beyond.
28 days later.
Okay, what do these teams have in common? Falcons, Patriots, Saints, Cowboys, Packers, Seahawks, Bengals, 49ers, Bucks, Cardinals, Lions, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, Bears. They're all NFL teams.
I mean, they all in an S. It was way too fast. What do they have in common?
How about this?
No idea. They missed a play. No.
Sean McVay has played, this will be his 15th playoff game, 15 different opponents.
Wow.
How is that possible?
Is that for real?
That is not possible.
Yeah, that does seem strange. Put it mildly.
Is that crazy, bro?
Yeah. That one is crazy. 15. I mean, that's literally
It doesn't
the rest
happen.
That's the rest of the conference, Dan.
Right. Well, you got 2 Super Bowls, right? You got the Patriots and the Bengals.
But other than that, you've played literally every team in the
he
conference.
played the Falcons
in
in
the
17.
playoffs.
Do you remember that playoff game?
I do.
In 18, he played the Patriots, Saints, and Cowboys. The Seahawks and the
Falcons,
Packers.
by the way, won that game in 17 out there in L.A.
Well, yeah, they must have because that's the only game they played. Seahawks and Packers in 20. Cardinals, Bucks, Niners, and Bengals in 21. Lions in 23. Vikings and Eagles in 24.
Wow.
And now the Panthers and the Bears in 25.
Who's the Who's the NFC team? Is it Seattle?
If he wins this game, he will play one that he has already played. He's played both the Niners and Seahawks.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear Seattle when you were going.
So
through.
who's the one team that? Who are
That's
the
what
teams
that's
that?
what
The Giants. He hasn't played the Giants.
Okay. Good luck with that one.
The Commanders.
That could happen.
He has not played them, but nonetheless, this streak will be.
By the
broken.
way, if
But
you're looking,
15 out of 15, Jeff, think about that. We look up, we always go, it's the same teams. That's if you go through the historically, that's generally what you get.
if you're looking for the cliche cautionary tale, by the way, as we come off of 13-4 and thinking and believing the sky's the limit, the Commanders would be the one to look to.
Oh,
they were
wow.
everybody's future powerhouse.
Well, what is it? The 6-6 rule? 6 new teams, 6 old. I mean,
yeah,
that
but
happens
I'm
every
just
year.
saying. But I felt like last year, the way
yes.
Washington was playing, we had put them beyond. We had put them kind of where the Jags are.
Yeah.
Great young quarterback, turned the corner, good team.
Probably even more so because they went all the way to
That's
the
right.
NFC Championship game,
And
and they
beat the
went to
Lions.
Detroit and beat the Lions.
That's right.
Yeah,
So that's again, take
of the cap.
nothing for granted.
Nothing
at all.
Nothing for granted. But yeah, that's incredible, Sean McVay.
You know, you talk about how the sport has changed too. Like, and I don't know why it just seems so glaring. We're seeing it in a lot of different areas. But you mentioned how the Bucks fans and the media is talking about the Bucks should have kept Liam Cohen. For the record, by the way, not a dang person said that.
Correct.
Before Cohen interviewed here.
Correct.
But
there was some question because Liam only interviewed with one team.
That's
Like,
right.
why is he only interviewing with one team? What are we doing here?
Right. All right. And
Yeah.
and I'll remind you, I don't remember at all, not even a breath of, boy, Washington should have kept Sean McVay.
Yeah.
I mean, he went off his first year as a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
Went to the playoffs his second year as a 31-year-old.
That Washington staff, I mean, you think those guys don't
Yeah.
want LaFleur, McVay, Shanny?
A lot of them went out there with him.
But they were all on that staff under Dad.
Yeah.
Under the old man, Mike.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you shoot, if you're Washington, the two of them you may have kept over Dad.
Yeah. 3 of them.
Yeah, but although Shanahan went from there on to Atlanta before he went to
Yeah.
San Francisco.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
they were all position.
No, I got you.
Oh, you're saying McVay went from Washington to L.A.
That's what I mean. As a head coach.
Yes.
He went from offensive
They
coordinator.
plucked him. Boom.
That's
You're the
right.
head
So
coach.
and the other guys you wouldn't have thought as much.
That's fair.
And I would suggest had Washington booted their head coach and put Sean McVay in there, that they would be a better franchise right now.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, here's another reason if you're the Steelers. Let me give you another vibe.
I was talking to, before you go, I was talking to the Bitman last night. And we were talking about L.A.
I watched the bit, man, on the news.
I was trying to.
He was probably nervous.
He's trying to educate the bit man because he knows nothing about sports.
That's for sure.
But we're talking about the Rams.
It's all about the bit.
Yeah, and he, he's like, well, everybody wants the Rams guys, and there's this guy, this passing. I go, it's a passing coordinator guy,
jailhouse guy.
Yeah, and then and Shula, and he goes, why? And I go, because they have a winning formula. And he goes, but the winning formula is Les Snead and McVay. And then people like to gloss off that. That's how it works.
But these guys are winning.
Yeah.
They're not sending out guys that get fired after 3 years.
So Liam Cohen's success helps the Rams' assistants.
Right.
But anyway.
But for those, LaFleur was on that staff. O'Connell from the Vikings was on that staff.
Right. But McVay calls his own plays, too.
Right,
so Cohen had to go prove himself someplace else. And maybe that's kind of what Udinski will do. And he goes.
I'll give you now, if I were going to conclude the 10-minute drill with the closing argument for Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
Mm-hmm. Here we go, Steelers.
I would point to the Rams.
Yeah.
I would point to the Rams, who had Jeff Fisher, who was more than qualified. He was like, there's a Tomlin vibe there. Into the playoffs a lot, a good, always had you around 500. Wasn't that the deal with him out there? They were 500 all the time.
Yeah.
Then they had a terrible year. They got Jared Goff. They switched to Sean McVay, and immediately a team that was just kind of swimming around in mediocre has become a powerhouse.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. Tell them what they're good. Oh.
It is smooth. That's a smooth song.
It is, though. Classic song. I got a pair of tickets to see Chris Stapleton at VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. That's going down June 26th, and one lucky winner can win those tickets.
Mike Tomlin was the Vikings defensive coordinator before he got the Steelers job, so that was not from in staff.
Sweet. Smooth.
Used to spend my nights out.
Still do. Okay.
Used to spend my nights.
No, don't do it. You leave this institution of a
no.
This guy prefers Barry Manilow to this. What are we doing?
But you rescued me from.
Ruined
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestoProsAnyFlorida.com.
Pros.
Hey Jacksonville, it's Dr. Kevin Kaplan, team physician for the Jaguars and proud member of Jacksonville's newest orthopedic dream team. At Orthopedic Specialists of Jacksonville, we brought together 10 board-certified fellowship-trained surgeons, each one a specialist in their field, all working together to deliver smarter, faster care with better results. From sports injuries to joint replacements, we've got the right player for every position. Visit osjax.com and meet your team. That's osjax.com.
Well, don't look at Danny's Prize Picks account right now because it's fat, as in loaded, as in rich. You know why? Because Prize Picks offered some great max discounts, like Caleb Williams needing to go for, more than a half a yard passing on Saturday night. You pair that with another one, and you're cashing in, baby. And that's what you do in Prize Picks during the postseason, baby. And I love it. Players can select a single sport for their lineup in Prize Picks or mix and match as many sports as they like. Follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app. You can copy their lineups in one click. Prize Picks now offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got it all. So here's what you do to have some fun with Prize Picks during the playoff run. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code 1010XL. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Mack and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars, to trucks, to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Casta Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, Hickett here. Leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. Time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res, and don't forget about your air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google with more than 8,000 reviews. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning, plus take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention 1010XL. 287-5727 or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com.
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
Brunch with the Tour starts today. Welcome back. It's the Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. Home of the big honking
All
horn.
right, before we get Stuart Moore in here, let's quickly put our little heads together.
Find out a way we can get another
Rub our
free round at
hands
the
together
Players.
and figure out how we're going to get on the stadium course this year. And we need to. Stuart, here's what happened. You lost. How did I lose? I picked 12 winners in a row. Yes, but there's a negative for your second guy. Your second guy counts this year in a negative way.
We didn't
and
tell
that
you.
brought you way down, so you're actually last. So we have to come up with what we're going to do with this. Again, is this a wheel spin competition? Yes or no? Or do we just decide what each person, has to do going into it? We need to make some decisions.
One thing we need
here.
to do is
I need to call an order of the meeting of the drill.
Well,
you need to get off that phone, get your winner,
Is he on a personal call?
and get involved.
Personal call.
Get off on your personal. Tell Jamaica you'll call her later.
Yeah.
We've got things to do here.
TFW. This guy's got.
He's getting his Chris Stapleton winner.
He's in there talking like he's just like a good old time.
Well, he's kind, courteous, and correct.
It's going way beyond getting your Chris Stapleton winner.
It's like this.
We're now into what time do you want to play?
He's making a deal.
Yeah. I think he cut a deal with one of his Clay County brethren to give those things away to one of those country loving.
He did.
Country music loving so-and-so.
I think he's got Mr. 10 on the phone right now. Kevin has won the tickets, and he'll be going with me to see Chris Stapleton.
Mr. 10 got to dodge the bullet yesterday, but it was fun.
God bless Mr. 10. He was at the game.
Well, I was going to say we didn't get to talk about and reference the annual pilgrimage where Tennessee comes down and we just absolutely gut them on national TV and make them look like just an inferior little Nerf hoop playing team. 2 years in a row now, they beat them by 30 in Gainesville.
He didn't go to he went to the game last year, and he said after that, I'm not going back.
Oh, I thought you said he went. Oh, he went to the Jag.
No, he went to the Jag game.
Yeah, well, that
my man was at the Jags game.
Well, of course, he's a
5-0
Texans
was
fan.
there.
Yeah, Houston, big Houston guy.
Oh, he's jagged up, baby.
I know he is.
Hey,
I was going to talk about the Vols game, the Tennessee basketball game, where they, once again showed their inferiority to the basketball power.
I've called the meeting of the drill staff.
All right, I'm listening.
We need to come up with an explanation to Stuart Moore. He's not the smartest tool in the shed.
All right.
Where whatever happens, we get a round of golf at the stadium.
All right.
In the competition that's about to
we got
start.
Yeah, we got to go ahead and figure
so
that out.
I want to know what your thoughts are. A, how do we get on the stadium? And B, what is the true competition with the Brunch with the Tour? Are we doing a wheel spin? Are we doing just everybody does something? What are we doing here as we begin and pick our winners this year?
The wheel spin would have to be between the three of us. Because
that's how we landed on that. Stewie didn't want to do a wheel.
Correct. So it need to be whoever comes in last has to do something.
So what if you're third and Stewie's
this
last?
all started last year because a wheel spin on this ridiculous contest is just stupid.
Why is it ridiculous?
Because
we pick winners that we put a lot
so
of time and energy.
Because the whole idea of the wheel spin was to back up your certainty in an opinion.
This is just a game of chance.
You just guess every week. That's right. Now I'm not going to be the only one. If you guys want to do a wheel spin, we'll do it.
Okay.
I like the way Jeff said it. The wheel spin is whenever you're so certain of something.
You're sure about something.
Well, then what do you guys want to do instead in lieu of the wheel spin?
But now we do the wheel spin on the March Madness. But again, that's one where you play the role. I'm sure I'm the expert here. Whereas this week to week, whenever you have a wheel spin on the line, and at any point of the year you've uttered, the name "got her up," then what are we doing?
Get her up, get her done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Brooks Koepka.
Yeah, that'll be a big discussion today.
Yeah,
all right, well, I'll let you guys ponder that.
We don't have to do it right. We can get started on the competition.
I don't want to do that because I know how this game works, bro.
Not forever.
And 6 weeks in, I say something. You say, you never said that.
Okay.
You never said that.
We need to get something down.
Yeah, that's
regardless if Stewie's last. Then
maybe it's somebody. Maybe the loser picks up golf, but good golf. Like
I'm down with that. That means it's 2 rounds.
Yeah, we're not going to the home course or to your place. We're getting off the wallet for this one.
All right.
Okay.
I like that.
That's fair.
That's good. Yeah.
So that means if
it'll be us. No, bleep Stewie.
No, we get Stewie.
He never plays, man.
What I'm saying
he didn't play with us last year. It was just the 3 of us.
He always says, I'm working.
That's right. Or his back hurts.
But if Stewie comes in last and then one of us come in third, that means it's 2 rounds?
No, Stewie gives. Although, what does Stewie win? That's the problem.
That's the problem.
We need to get on the stadium too.
Yeah, but I don't want to put it on whoever loses to have to pay $3,000 to get.
No. I mean, Stewie. We got to fleece Stewie so we get on the stadium.
Well, he's walking. Listen, when I said no to the force, it's only because he never. We've asked him 3 or 4 times. He never plays. So I don't know, but we'll figure something out.
All right, we'll figure it out.
All right.
That was a waste.
No, I wouldn't say that.
We were talking earlier about Mike Tomlin. I got the other guy. I got the quarterback now who's going to feel the Mike Tomlin wrath. In other words. Steeler fans are done with the Mike Tomlin. This quarterback, and I'll caution you, he is the quarterbacks who have lost their first 3 career playoff starts since 2000 are Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford, the Red Rocket, and Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's now the next guy. Justin Herbert's not good enough. Justin Herbert can't take us to a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Because he's not, for whatever reasons, he blew the game here. And the team blew the game here.
Yeah, that was
right. Was that Justin Herbert's fault?
No.
They scored 30 points. Was it his fault?
No, one. His numbers. Look, his numbers never got bad. It's not like he turned it over.
He was awful last year against Houston.
Yeah.
But this year, I mean, he got beat. He got sacked 6 times. He almost didn't have a chance. He was like the whole team. I don't know if I put him in the blame game with the trip to New England, where they rested everybody and then scored 3 points. It's a bad look for the Chargers.
Well,
Charger fans are down in the dumps over this.
But
is Justin Herbert now that guy?
If you're a Charger fan or you're somebody in the league and you think the answer to faster success for the Chargers is getting rid of Justin Herbert, I would just offer Trevor Lawrence as that example. They're too. If you have any percentage of belief or hope that he's not the problem, you got to ride those guys longer than you would say like Baker Mayfield, even, who's proven to be good. So point is, if the Chargers get rid of Justin Herbert, they deserve whatever asininity comes their way.
Asininity.
Because
use that in a sentence?
Yeah, the asininity of the Chargers never ceases to amaze me.
Is that a verb or a noun?
That is what is that? What is an opportunity?
Can you give me the root word?
Is it a noun, I guess?
Can you give me the root word of asininity?
Asinine.
Asinine.
Yes, that's right. Asinine.
Okay. Asininity.
Yes.
ASSININITY. Asininity.
No, I'm sorry. It's ASSEN. Yes. Back with more next. To the drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
Mike Dempsey here for big #1 Duval Ford. Did you know that Duval Ford offers a mobile service that comes to you at home or at work? Get oil changes, filters, battery replacement, recalls, and more with no extra fees. Same dealership quality delivered. Easy online scheduling with live technician tracking. Also available for fleets and commercial. On-site service at your convenience. Contactless payments and paperless invoicing. Serving Jacksonville and surrounding areas, Duval Ford. Schedule your next service at DuvalFord.com.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Learn everything you need to know about the Jaguars on Duval Rundown. I'm Hayes Carlyon. Join me each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:04. You can find Duval Rundown on all the social channels of 1010XL.
Driven by Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Westside.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, the adorable chess man on the trucks.
There are 2 things you should ask yourself about your garage floor. How clean is it now, and how clean would you like it to be? A typical bare concrete floor doesn't just collect dirt, it makes dirt.
It is literally made of dirt.
As much as you sweep and mop, the dust and grit just never ends.
And drips from your car seep into the pores, staining the concrete forever.
A Checkmate multi-layer floor resists drips and stains. It comes in your choice of dozens of colors and sweeps up sparkling clean in just seconds.
No need to wear shoes in the garage and track dirt back in the house.
Gorgeous?
Check. Durable?
Check. Tidy enough to walk on wearing clean white socks? Checkmate. Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate. Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Next time you head into a Gate convenience store, look for Form Energy Drink, designed to provide energy, hydration, and focus, straight from Dana White and AB, celebrating those who embrace grit, discipline, and resilience in their everyday lives. Check out Form Energy at a Gate convenience store.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Nothing stays the same in the National Football League. As seasons end, change is inevitable. We talked yesterday about the roster change, but there's also the opportunity for coaches to move on. And Grant Udinski is a guy who has been asked to be interviewed by the Cleveland Browns for the head coaching position. The guy turned 30 yesterday. He's 30 years old, and he might be the next Sean McVay. Who knows? But Grant Udinski will go and present his case to the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, it's Liam Cohen's offense, but Grant Udinski had a key role in developing Trevor Lawrence this year. And that's your Duval Minutes, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Always on the look for experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians. Lift Power benefits are unreal. 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Lift Power, voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Lift Power is rapidly growing. Lift Power has proudly served Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Lift Power is family-owned and operated. It could go on, but time won't allow me. Here's your opportunity to learn more at liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com. Tickle those keyboards.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design, some people say it's even harder to find. Well, there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls.
Take it easy.
But all I see is the Tower of Dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. I grew up on that, man. It's Urkel.
Shout out.
Family Matters.
Nobody better than Urkel.
I really missed Family. I never really saw Family Matters. I know the characters, though. That tells you how big a show is. If you know the characters, you never saw the show.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Somebody tweeted out last night after the Steeler debacle. Lynn Jones might need to be at the Steeler press conference.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Have Miss Jones out there. That would have been good.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Welcome back to the show. We got our final 8, the grade 8 set. It's still hard to look at them and, we would have been trying to figure out where we were going to go. And
I refuse to not get excited, though, about this best time of the year. These are good. They're good games. There's going to be that pang, because you're always going to look at where you could be in the process. And but still, it's wide open. It really is. It's hard. I could believe an opinion of 4 different people thinking 4 different things in the AFC. I could believe the Patriots, the Broncos, the Bills, or the Texans. I could buy all those arguments.
Yes. Usually when it's like that, you look up in one place.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Now,
and the AFC or the NFC, it feels like it's more Seahawks to me. The Rams have been sketchy. The Niners.
I think the Niners are the weakest just because of the injuries.
I could see this happen. I could see the Seahawks with that advantage, and with the Niners banged up, the Seahawks win, and the Bears win in those tough, frigid conditions, and they beat a Rams team that, quite frankly, just has not looked like they did when they were rolling. Would it shock you if Chicago won that game?
No, it wouldn't shock me.
I do think the Rams will win. I mean, I'll trust the DNA, the talent. I mean, Stafford to Nakua and Adams is a different deal. And Jordan Love lit them up with Dobbs and Watson and Reed.
Yeah.
So that would concern me if I were, Taylor at all.
Brock Purdy is 5-2 in the postseason.
Okay.
His 2 losses were the one where he tore his
I don't even give him that one. That was like the first play of the game.
But he gets the loss because he started it.
I'm saying, yeah.
And his other loss, he left the field with the lead. Overtime loss to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
In essence, right? 5-2 with those being your 2 losses. So I would just say I don't think San Francisco's going. I think the injuries, I think losing Kittle will be a body blow. That
big blow.
May finish him.
Yeah.
But Brock Purdy's got something that he's done pretty well of in the 5 dubs. And
well, that's not the only thing. Look at his passer rating. He's top 3 every year.
Yeah. We didn't want to give
way
that money.
Because he's not 6'6" and throws at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You downgrade him a little bit. That's fair. Mm-hmm. But he puts it on target. His production numbers are through the roof. He's both efficient and productive. You'd be surprised, I think, if you looked at Brock Purdy year to year. He's not 19 touchdown, 5 interception guy. And it kind of feels like he managed, doesn't it? Because of Kittle and McCaffrey and the defense, it feels like Brock Purdy is not a especially productive quarterback, but he's also been banged up. He lost half his production this year to
turf toe.
Yeah.
Mr. 10 must have heard us talking about him. He's
okay, good.
Dialed us up, so we'll welcome him to the program.
He's an accountable sports fan. I'll say that.
He is, but some people are now suggesting it wasn't Dan Hicken Twitter getting hacked. It's the fact that Mr. 10 came to the game because he's seen the Jags lose a lot of times in that stadium. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, that is true. I mean, it was great to be back.
You haven't seen many dubs in that stadium, have you, Mr. 10?
It's been a factory of sadness.
Yes.
It's been that was the thing. One of the things I wanted to say. The Jaguars, they had a great opportunity to really kind of get a fan base really energized,
well, I think they did.
Engaged. And they did to a certain point, but for me, it was the same old thing. We can't get it done. We got no pass rush. We got to get somebody to rush the passer.
You know what?
I agree with you to a point, but I cannot allow it's the same old. It's not the same old. I mean, the same old wouldn't have been in that game, first off. The same old had the lead.
The same old lost to the Bills last year. Let's remember,
47-10.
Yeah.
So I get that part.
Yeah.
But I mean the same old. It's like, look, Jaguars fans, we're like Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And the Jags are like Lucy.
Yeah.
They, oh yeah, we're going to do it this time. We're going to hold.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hold the ball down.
Well, there was hope. There was some confidence and some hope by Jag fan. That is true. I think we fan base underestimated the Bills a little bit. I kept telling you I didn't want to draw the Bills, but nonetheless, we did not get it done. And so if you judge them by the grass, like Tony tells us to, then yeah, we lost.
I would this 10 calling in, who's now home base is there in Houston, as he continues to take care of the American consumer.
Thank you, 10.
Yeah, appreciate the hard work.
By the way, you got the prices down, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
You happy
I know.
to pump now?
I am. Thank you, sir. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
All right, we've been hard on you when you've raped us to the tune of $4.50 a gallon, and so now
while you enjoyed all the benefits of that, now we know back.
Now that it's $2.50 a gallon, but because you're in Houston, I want to point this out, and this is kind of pouring salt in our wound. I'm going to admit.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of absolved ourselves and even somehow took a positive out of blowing that fourth quarter lead at Houston.
Yeah, we should have put them away.
Well, we had forget the Houston perspective. This is the side that's not screamed loud enough. If the Jags don't blow that 19-point fourth quarter lead at Houston and win the rest of their games as they did, they'd be the number 1 seed. They'd have had a bye round 1 and would be at home round 2. So don't think the 19-point collapse was a catapult.
Yeah, I know, but that's an awful big. You know what? Because if Devon Hamilton doesn't get his big paw up, the Raiders beat us.
That's a moment.
Or Arizona had us on the road. I mean, there were other ones.
One of those made history that'll never be beaten.
Where we lucked out.
The others are just plays. Yeah, that's historic.
You took the field goal against Cincinnati and won that game.
Well,
the number 1 seed.
PI
Why
that one
did you
too.
do the same thing that you did? Didn't you learn a lesson?
We went 13-4 for cripe's sakes. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying.
For sure. I mean,
we wasted.
I'm just saying the opportunity with that loss was more than just letting Houston off the hook. As it played out, they would have been a 1 seed. I just lost in the disappointment.
I'm lost in love.
All right. Come on!
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Nice job by your
Thank you,
team,
Charlton.
As he goes.
Appreciate you.
I don't want to upset the conversation there.
8 o'clock hour, hurtling towards the debut of Brunch with the Tour.
Hurdling with a
lot of people are excited about that.
It's a talker.
It's a talker in the city. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the Jags in the playoffs.
Sure.
Brunch with the Tour is back.
If the sports calendar turns, the drill boys will stay hot.
Drill boys stay hotty.
Drill boys stay hot.
This is the drill.
Calendar.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Putting the fence in defense.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out!
Each week, Superior Fence and Rail presents the Defensive Player of the Game on 1010XL.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, Hickett here from my friends at Lockhart Construction and Roofing. They're a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane Lockhart, his dad, his guys from here, taking care of people who live here, man. I can't speak enough good things about the Lockhart construction part. Man, they have done so much to my house. I basically have a new house because of those guys. And they do terrific work. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, they're clean. But it's Lockhart Construction and Roofing, and they've been doing the roofs around these parts for years, decades. They know exactly what they're doing. They're GAF, Master Elite Warranty, Master Elite contractors, man. The very best in the business. So, if you need a new roof, give Shane Lockhart a call. 994-3865, 994-3865. It's Lockhart Construction and Roofing. Their family give your family a better living experience. Shane Lockhart, 994-3865.
And that concludes the Joe C. Jack of All Trades show. Tune in next week where I'll be installing my own French drain.
Joe, wake up, man.
Hey, John, I must have dozed off.
We finished those projects you started.
Whoa, my seamless gutters are actually seamless.
And they're connected into underground PVC drain lines.
And my sprinklers. Wow, look at that coverage.
Next time, just call me first, Joe.
I will, but I ain't singing that song.
Clear water irrigation
and drainage too.
Imagine waking up this time next week and being 100% debt-free. No credit cards, no car loan, no personal loan. Hey, Prosser here. Loan Pronto's Equity Express line of credit can make it happen. Homeowners are turning their home equity into cash almost instantly. With Loan Pronto's AI-based system, you can get approval in about 10 minutes with almost no documentation, no appraisal, and no hassle. You can get hundreds of thousands of dollars out of your home. Use that money to pay off all your other loans. The average homeowner saves over $850 a month doing this. Listen, your home value's way up. You can use that to wipe out all those credit cards and more. Get some money for home improvement. Literally hundreds of thousands are at your fingertips. And approval is just minutes away. So call now, 904-999-1508. 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Take that cash that you're living in and put it to use. NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval, equal housing lender.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
If you've been in an auto accident, you can count on the experts at San Jose Collision to return your vehicle to pre-accident conditions. San Jose Collision can also provide a fresh paint job to freshen up your vehicle or completely change its appearance. They can paint and repair all foreign and domestic cars and trucks. When quality and professionalism are important to you, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Parker Washington dazzled in Duval over the weekend. The young wideout had 107 yards on 7 receptions and added in a touchdown on what was an amazing day. His future is so bright, not even sunglasses will hide the glare. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. Jaguars' Devin Lloyd isn't ready to think about his contract.
I'm still trying to process, just everything that's happening right now with this team. And I wasn't expecting for us to be done playing right now.
Cleveland Browns want to interview Jaguar OC Grant Udinski for the head coaching opening. A fast rise for the 30-year-old who helped shape Jacksonville's offense under Liam Cohen. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:08, it's 45 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
You heard me.
Oh, that's a smooth dude.
You heard me.
Smooth as Henny.
He knows.
What do we got?
My friend Hallie B.
Halle Berry.
Hallie Gator.
Oh.
Said, FYI, Jordan Seaton's camp is starting the bidding at $2.5 million. Jordan Seaton.
Who's that?
He's a big offensive lineman from Florida, went to Colorado, played for Dion, Coach Prime for a year or two, jumped to portal.
I was
projected as a future first rounder. You got to pay for him.
Shocked at the quality of receiver they got kind of out of nowhere yesterday.
Who? Singleton?
Yeah.
I love Singleton. I loved him at Georgia Tech, though.
I'm shocked. I never thought that Florida was going to be on the bidding for a starting caliber wide receiver. That because they spent money there on Wilson and Brown.
Yeah.
That's why it's shocking. It's not shocking that Florida would get a receiver in the transfer portal. Most of Florida's transfer portal additions are small star, inexperienced, statistically lacking players. Doesn't mean they're not important players. Don't mean they won't get better. Part of the portal is spotting young talent and getting it before it gets good. Yeah. Not everyone in the portal, I guess my point, is coming for $1 million payday. Some are looking for opportunity, for coaching, for relationships, for even though it's a small number, it's bigger than the number they're getting. You know what I mean? Like you can be some running back at East Carolina, right? And they're paying you $75,000. At least Florida give you 120 or whatever.
Right. I just was looking yesterday, and Sam Levitt, by the way, going to LSU.
Yeah, not
gets a huge deal. They talked about Carson Beck. We talked about getting $4 million to go to Miami, and you're like, $4 million is ridiculous, and it is to a point, but Miami's just made $20 million and will make more by going to, you know what I'm saying? So that investment was worth it. So now the rumor is Miami's offering this Ty Simpson kid like $6.5 million, the Alabama kid who said he's going pro.
That was my point. Why are you going pro if you got any value?
Well, because it's like Anthony Richardson.
But he's not going to be the third pick, is he?
No, but he might be a first-round pick. If you're a first-round pick, you go to the NFL.
What did you say his offer is?
6.5 for a year.
I don't think you get 6.5, even if you're bottom of the first. You do maybe guaranteed over the course, but I think over your average contract, I'm not sure it hits 6.5 annual value. But there's certainly the security, and go ahead.
Yeah, I think you get more than that. First round NFL draft picks, multi-year tricks, totals value range from 12 to 40 million, depending on their draft spot, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Sam Levitt. He decided, so he's at LSU. This is all, hearsay, whatever, but they say he's at LSU. The Damon, what's the kid's name in Washington? Is it Damon?
Yeah, Damon Williams.
Yeah. Becomes available. All of a sudden, they turn a little icy to Sam Levitt. He gets ticked. He jumps on a plane. He goes to Knoxville. He's in Knoxville. Lane flies to Knoxville, tries to track him, reel him back in because Damon says, well, I'm going to stay because Washington says, well, we're going to sue you. It's just so
Here's
swarmy.
what's also interesting. Okay.
The other thing about Sam Levitt is, he had a good year, but he wasn't like, he had 24 touchdowns the year he led him to the playoff.
Scatteroo was the story on that team.
And he threw for 2,800 yards, and he ran for 400 more yards. We'll see.
Well, and there's also
my point is he ain't all world.
I think I've asked you this already, but during the whole coaching carousel, Dillingham ended up staying at Arizona State, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that It's strange.
They
to
soured
me.
on him.
Yeah, it's strange to
They
me.
soured on Levitt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The rumor was he hurt himself playing basketball, and then
but if
he
you're
didn't come to the end of the year bank. There's a bunch of little things.
if you hurt your ankle playing basketball, the frustration level and the give up level on the coach is all represented by the talent you have.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a superstar player, yeah, you're ticked that he did that, but you're not soured on him. Which speaks to I don't know what Lane Kiffin's going to get at him. I know he made Trinidad Chambliss into a freaking superstar. I would suppose that Kiffin is not going to make a major decision like quarterback first year out the gates and make the wrong one. But we'll see. I got a little Shazam Spotlight stat here. This kind of caught me off guard.
I like that.
The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores, Stark and Kingsland. Brock Purdy, 4-0 in Seattle.
Oh.
There's a little nuance.
Oh.
Shazam. Yeah.
That's a tough place to be 4-0.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah.
Including, I believe, the 49ers played the season opener in Seattle this year. I think they went up there without Kittle and maybe even Luke Farrell may have had a touchdown in that first game. So now I would also remind you that the Pittsburgh Steelers are 23-0 in their last 23 Monday Nighters.
I finally figured out this Manning cast deal.
Okay.
I really enjoy it, but I enjoy the clips. I don't want to watch it live.
Yeah,
it just has it.
I'm with
but
you.
I love the clips.
That's the way I've consumed
and that's
it since
the best
get-go.
way to view it. I think the best of just two things from last night that struck me that were terrific. So Eli got Peyton a gift. I don't know if it was his birthday or whatever, right?
Christmas maybe.
He sends him a wrapped gift, right?
Like last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he's like, I just want to present you with this, Peyton. It took a lot of work. It's, I hope you enjoy it. Oh, Eli, thanks so much. Great. Got this gift. Opens it up, and it's a framed picture. He's like, well, what is? And he starts looking at it. He goes, Eli found football cards. Now, Eli didn't do it. Eli's people found football cards of all the dudes who intercepted Peyton in his first 28 pick season, his rookie season, and framed everyone. Now, they noted, like, Aaron Glenn got him twice, so he put 2 times. And there were some dudes that, so they start picking out something like, I don't know, Cam Cato or something. He's like, oh, Cam Cato. He goes, yeah.
He remembers them all.
Some were hard to find, Pate.
I bet you Peyton. I heard Peyton talk about this.
You know who was on there?
I bet he remembers every single one.
You know who was on there? Yeah. Ted Washington. Remember the big fat guy?
Yeah.
I guess he got it. He must
what
have
about the
tipped
Jags?
one.
I
don't know. I didn't see every single one. I'm sure we can look it up.
We weren't in the division with
I don't
Peyton
think so.
yet at the beginning.
But anyway, it was so that made me. I mean, that was LOL moment. I mean, that was very funny. And then they also had Big Ben on, and so there's 2 things. One, Big Ben's watching when
Has Big Ben gotten bigger or thinner?
He looks okay.
Okay.
He looks okay. Big Ben came in with Eli, remember?
Right. He's one of those guys that look like when he ended his career, he could go either way. I could see Big Ben at 350 or I could see him down to 220.
Big Ben is a Steeler, though, man,
oh,
right?
Gosh, yeah.
He is a Pittsburgh Steeler. So Big Ben is watching when Sheldon Rankins, big man, picks up the ball and runs for the touchdown. So he's like, oh, God, tell me he was down. Like he's dying doing this interview with Peyton and Eli. And then the other thing they did that was also funny is they found a clip from NFL Films where Eli's fake sleeping on the bus and Big Ben sitting behind him, and because it's draft week and he's in New York and they're and they go, now Eli Manning very busy catching some winks, and Ben's looking at him like and Peyton's like, he's a pretty good actor. That's some fake sleeping right there, isn't it? That's what the NFL Films boys had him do, and he's like, yeah. And then Ben said, well, in fairness, Eli was getting pulled every which way that week, so everybody was all after Eli. I didn't get any kind of, so you think about it, though, they both very comparable careers, right?
Very similar.
Very similar.
Ben more productive. Eli that doubled him up in titles, right? Ben won 1.
Ben
won 2. No, he won 2.
Big got 2.
Yeah,
Ben won 2.
Yeah, he beat Seattle.
Arizona.
He beat Seattle. It was not Ben.
He beat Seattle, but he didn't have a great game, so nobody ever gave him credit.
And I think but I don't. like Ben had a bad statistical year. I don't think that was like he went, or maybe that was the year. Ben had a year where he went like 14-2 and was.
Well, Ben's first year, remember, because to this day, am I still correct that no rookies ever made the Super Bowl as a quarterback?
Yes, no rookie. Didn't Doug Williams do it or no?
No, he was not a
then
rookie.
There's nobody do it.
Yeah, no, I don't think any rookie. Right? Is that correct? No rookies ever made it as a starting quarterback.
I know
in the
they never
Super Bowl?
won. It sounds right that they've never made it.
But anyway, Big Ben started.
Was Marino not a rookie?
No, he's second year. Big Ben's rookie year, I think he was 15-1, maybe as a starter.
All right, here we go.
And so everybody thought, oh man, but they got knocked out too.
Mm-hmm.
No, Roethlisberger's third year.
Mm-hmm.
Third year. Completed less than 60% of his passes, had a passer rating of 75, 18 touchdowns, 23 picks. His fifth year, completed less than 60% of his passes, 17 touchdowns, 15 picks, an 80 rating. And then something clicked and he took off. And then just year after year after year. Although he always threw picks, man. This dude has a lot of 211. That's got to be up there.
Yeah, a rookie quarterback has never won the Super Bowl. Ben and Brock Purdy started conference championships, but the feat remains unachieved. No rookie quarterback has made it to the final game and won the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
That's going to change, I think.
Well, it all
Quarterbacks have
changed.
gotten better.
Remember how no team ever played in its stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's changed. That happened 2 years in a row, right?
I think the
Tampa
Rams
and
did
LA.
also. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And the Niners got a chance this year. Not a great chance.
Yeah.
They're going to have to win one on the road, but, well, two on the road, actually.
All right, anyway, rocking and rolling here on the drill.
It's Catlin Truck Accessories
Brunch with
Tuesday.
the tour.
Yeah,
Next.
one more, and then brunch. No? Correct? E? Right? It's next? Oh, we'll be that way. Brunch with the tour next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Speed. 45-50. Talent.
How high can you leap?
Opportunity.
Just when they needed it most.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. I want to talk to you about Beaches Dermatology and BeachesDermatology.com for all your skincare needs, your skincare products. Nobody does it better than Beaches Dermatology. Listen, Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Metz, mainstays. Mainstays in our community, been around for a long time. If you've ever been to Beach, you know those guys. They've taken care of me for decades. I appreciate them. They've helped me navigate through some skincare issues. I had some basal cells removed, had the Mohs surgery. Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery from now. He's terrific. So those guys are great, but the entire building, the entire staff, terrific. I go the one off Solana Road. Shout out to them. But if anything shows up on your skin, get it checked out at Beaches Dermatology. The best way to do that is go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that is closest to you. There are other locations to serve you. They are terrific, fine people who look out for your skincare needs. For all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
When all you have is a hammer, everything is a nail. I'm Dr. George Bari, and like me, I know you have been bombarded with PRP and stem cell treatments from companies that promise the world and charge prices to match. Or the surgeon that convinced you the only way to treat your injuries through surgery. At Bari Orthopedics, we offer the best PRP treatment on the market with prices that won't cost you an arm and a leg. We also have the expertise to treat your injury surgically, if that is what it entails. We can discuss all surgical and non-surgical options with you and make sure you get the best treatment available. Come see me, Dr. George Bari at Bari Orthopedics.
John Osher knows Jacksonville football like Jack's Beach knows the ocean.
That makes two of us.
Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree draft on 1010XL.
Don't wait for leaks to tell you it's time. Start the new year with a roof built to last from Romano Brothers Roofing. Serving Jacksonville for over 45 years, their family-owned team handles repairs, full replacements, and residential or commercial installs, including durable metal roofs. They even do remodels and additions. Call 904-246-5649 or visit RomanoBrothersRoofing.com for a free estimate. License number CCC 1328893.
So who doesn't want to save some pennies at the pump? You can by joining the Shell Fuel Rewards program. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. In fact, they have a 1, 2, 3 offer right now when you become a new member of the Fuel Rewards program at Shell. You'll save 10 cents per gallon on your first fill up, 20 cents per gallon on your second, and then 30 cents per gallon on your third. You get everyday savings. At Shell, members get more rewards, savings, and special offers. Offer valid through 12/31/26 at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons and restrictions apply.
A new year is the perfect time to finally get organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to home offices, entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and more. Beautiful, functional storage for any space, lifestyle, and budget. Start the new year strong with 40% off plus an extra 15% off, free installation, and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free in-home consultation. Call 904-878-9393 or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Hi, folks. It's Frank Frangie. All those festive holiday feasts probably have added a few extra pounds, but here's the thing. You can make this the year you finally lose the weight safely and for good. Now, you know by now my daughter Amber kicked off the journey with Awaken 180 weight loss back in the summer. You ready for this? She's lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Man, is she proud of that. 100 pounds. And she really did it with this really, really good plan. There's no shots, no medications, no supplements, just real food and a proven plan. That's right. With Awaken 180, you can still enjoy your favorite food and drink. No more yo-yo diets or feeling deprived. The structured program empowers you to control your eating without hunger. It really is doable. Don't just resolve to make the change. Make the change. Call Awaken 180 today and take that first small step. Book your consultation now, 1-844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com. It worked for Amber. It really did. And it can work for you. Awaken 180 weight loss.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here, and the cooler weather is upon us. Folks, it's the perfect time to try the new breakfast sandwich from Dandy Foods. A hearty one, too. A twin-pack cinnamon swirl and country sausage. You get the sweet first, then the salty kicks in, and trust me, they are addicting. And you'll find them all at daily stores around town. So the next time you're out and about, stop and get all that deliciousness in less than a minute from Dandy. Just one more reason to go out and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the Drill Brunch with the Tour. Coming up in just a couple minutes. Legendary Stuart Moore will be back.
In good spirit with his Panthers. You know, we were kicking around.
He was at the game, you know.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
But we were kicking it around in the break. We're just talking about Bryce Young, you know, the differences in how you feel about your quarterback here and there. And to be honest, Hick, I think if Bryce Young were Trevor Lawrence's size, I wouldn't feel a whole lot different about the two of them. He plays hard. He makes some great passes. He's you know, he put some in harm's way.
Your size got me thinking, and they were talking about it on the broadcast about Trevor. And it's certainly, get out of here!
Screaming.
Certainly one area that.
Screaming at one of the head honchos around here.
Sorry.
You're like A.J. Brown.
I lost my mind. It's certainly one area that he needs to improve on. And Trevor was at his locker yesterday talking about stuff. And who had the most balls batted down in the NFL this year at quarterback?
Was it Trevor?
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. 6'6". Why? 20 passes.
I wonder, is that fluky or is that historical for him as well?
I mean, it's 17 games. I don't know.
No, I just wonder, do you have a year where the hand went up at the exact right time? How many does Devon Hamilton have in his life?
So
got one, I remember.
So let me see. So Bryce Young, who's 5'7", had 9 batted down.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Very. I've wondered that.
Dak Prescott.
I feel like the reason I ask you is I feel like historically that's going to check out for Trevor. I feel like that he's always had more than his fair share batted.
Does he throw the ball on a downward trend, or does he just miss the lanes sometimes?
I don't know if it's missing the lane. I don't know how you can put it on target 30 yards downfield. Maybe maybe he's giving it. Maybe his eyes give away to the D lineman.
Give away.
To get the hand up. I don't know. It seems more the timing of the D lineman than the mistake of the quarterback, unless he's somehow telegraphing it.
Yeah. Brock Purdy had 4 knockdown this year.
He's not a tall quarterback.
Yeah.
I will say this: you no longer are discriminated against if you're a 5'11" to 6'2" quarterback. They're fine with you. There's every year they're taking.
Yeah, that's changed.
Yeah,
that has definitely changed.
Used to be if you were 6'6", you got a lot longer leash.
Let me see who. Josh Allen had 7 knocked down.
You weren't here when we were speaking of home field advantage and how loud it was here and how tough it is in Seattle and Denver.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't here.
Matthew Stafford had 5 knocked down. He threw it 600 times.
Yeah.
20 is
that's a high amount.
It's something that should be like
looked at. I think it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will be.
I'd like 20 throws that
I'd like to know. And
you're going to complete if you're 60% passer.
Yeah.
You're not
even getting a chance on 20.
60% of 20 is 12. You're going to get 12. Those are 12 completions we don't get.
If they're going to be completed.
Could that make the difference in a football game?
Or at least 60.
Yes, it could.
At least 60% of that 60. Because you don't know if it's complete when it leaves his hand.
Don't you do this to me?
Well, you got to.
Don't you even start.
If they know out there.
I went to the next level
you did.
by doing the 60% in my head up to 20.
But it was
inaccurate. Came up with 12.
Yeah, that's not right,
and then
though.
you have to go in your little valedictorian bull crap.
It's not fair.
And say, hey, I was number 1 in my class from Puerto Rico High School, so I know more than you about math.
What about?
And you're incorrect.
Well, no.
That just happened, folks.
No, all I'm saying.
Y'all feel me on that one? Y'all feel me?
E, did you follow me or no?
E
tunes this out.
He's eating chicken. He doesn't.
They know.
I'm trying to get stuff squared away back here.
If all 20 that were batted down, then yeah, you'd get 12.
What do you mean if all 20? 20 were batted down.
Yeah, but of the 20 already, only 60% were going to be completed to begin with.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, and then you got to take 60% of that.
Why?
Well, maybe you're right. I wasn't certainly not trying to
take that maybe out.
Well, I missed
say it again.
I missed the second correlation of your chain there. Anyway, back to your point on the batted balls. I'd like to see year by year. I'm sure it's available on the internet. Like Trevor, it seems like that. Is it? And if so,
then it's an issue.
Well, hasn't it been brought up already? I guess. Wouldn't they have known that coming in?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. I'm gonna.
All right, I just went the previous season right here, and 2024. Okay, let's see how many Trev had batted down. Trev was hurt, wasn't he, in 2024?
A lot of it. I think he played 7-8 games, maybe.
Where are you, Lawrence? Okay, he's not near the top, so that's good.
Okay,
he had only 4 batted down.
Half the season, so we'll say 8.
Okay, so 8. And let's look at 2023.
Now, of course, those years he's losing 5-6 fumbles, so we got a trade-off.
And in 2023, it was Sam Howell and Baker Mayfield, but Trevor was 4th in a full season.
I think
he gets passes batted down.
I remember hearing that one year.
Yeah, so it's something that maybe we can look at. It's a small thing.
That's the kind of analytic I like to use, though.
But we do like to get into the drops.
Yeah.
And if you have 30 drops and 20 batted down, then all of a sudden there's 50.
Yeah.
So
and again, that's also a number you need to take a percentage because no one catches them all. But when you lead the league, it's affecting those numbers.
So if you had 30 drops and you caught 60% of those drops, then you'd have 18.
Minus 20%. We'll be back with Brunch with a Tour. The numbers being thrown around could breach 80 million, maybe. 80 million, maybe, potentially.
Tour's got some explaining to do. We'll grill Stuart Weber when he comes back. Stuart Moore, right off the rip. Shout out Stuart Weber.
I called Riley Skinner Riley Cooper for about a season and a half of the Riley Report.
Maybe I'll start calling him Riley Leonard.
That's fair.
Yeah. This is The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy one, get one 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
You like winning? This is former Jaguar linebacker Tom McManus, and I'm excited to introduce you to J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling of Greater Jacksonville. If you're a property manager, contractor, builder, realtor, or homeowner, get that feeling of success with less stress. I've used them. My friends have used them. So get your free junk removal and hauling estimate today. Now, I call that a win. Veteran-owned and operated J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling. Call 506-1256. We haul it all.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Florida doesn't ease into the heat. It comes fast and it comes hard. And if your AC barely survived last summer, you're already on borrowed time. That's why Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning wants you to start the year off strong with a new AC system. Make the smart move before summer hits. Right now, get their lowest price of the year, $1,000 off a new AC system when you install by February 28th. Call now to schedule your free estimate and get ahead of the season. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hey, Hick here from my friends at Action Garage Door. If your garage door wakes up the family or slows things down when you're already running late, it's whirling and making noise, upgrade. Get a quiet smart opener from Action Garage Door Services. I did. Man, I love it. You don't even hear it, man. You can operate from your phone. It's terrific. And you'll enjoy smooth, quiet operations daily. And gang, great time to act right now. Lock in current pricing before early year updates. Even make no payments for 6 months with approved credit. And how do you find it? Well, you go to GarageDoor911.com. GarageDoor911.com takes you to Action Garage Door. Enter promo code 1010XL. Get $50 even more off that price right now. So jump on it now. It's great. They get it done real quick. They're friendly, and they're terrific. Go to GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium people, and premium service.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Brunch with the Tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
and Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
All right, 1 year after finishing dead ass last in the pool, Stuart Moore,
the expert,
is
the PGA
back
Tour.
representing
That's
the PGA Tour. He
knee deep in PGA Tour news and info and stats every day.
And he's and it translated into a wonderful round of golf for the three of us. So
you guys enjoyed it.
Much appreciated. We hope you're on the tank again this year.
Shout out Rob Bolton for his helpful picks. That
Rob
led
Bolton.
me to dead last.
Shout out to Rob.
Look at him. He has to smear the brand further.
Does Rob ever welcome, by the way, Stuart
thank
Moore.
you. Yeah,
it's nice to have you back. Another year, PGA Tour getting ready to get cranked up with the Sony Invitational this week out
You
in
almost got the name right, but that's
You know what?
out there in Kanewanale.
Sony Open. Did you get hooked up with the golf league? Fantasy golf?
Yeah.
Is it started already?
No, we got the it starts in 2 weeks.
Oh,
We
it's
got
not
the
this week.
email yesterday.
Yeah, okay.
Or do you want to be in or not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, resounding yes.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, you have to email it back. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
just
no.
say it over the radio
No,
and
I
expect. I
understand
said I
that.
was going to be in it.
No. Buddy, I've known this. Yeah, I've been in this league for years. I got you. I was just wondering.
Anyway, how are you, friend?
We're good. We're good. You know, we're coming off of a difficult Panthers loss in Charlotte on Saturday night. Took the boy.
Yeah.
Went up there. Very similar to Jags game. Incredible.
Very
I
similar.
mean, listen, these kind of Johnny come lately. This is not Green Bay. Neither is Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you see the atmosphere like we saw at both, each city calls it the bank. Pretty amazing. Similar
fun.
games. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's fun.
back and forth, and you got the lead. You just got to hold them, and you can't do it, and then you do nothing with your shot.
I appreciate Carolina plus 10, so thank you
There
very
you
much
go.
on
Well,
that.
you're very welcome.
Yeah, that was all I needed. I didn't care if they won or lost, but I certainly enjoyed the plus 10 on that.
It's funny. So we had the season opening game, right? Carolina,
Yeah, we beat that A.
I know. So
Stewie got
Talked
sideways.
a lot.
I get sideways.
You got a little out of control on that.
Hey, I forgot about that.
He got some
Stewie got
angry man
spicy.
came out. He got like Incredible Hulk man.
Oh, no, there was an anger management.
You were
issue
in-
on that day.
You were in-
about that. So
You were deep into the sauce
Yeah,
that day.
hey man, we're buddies. We just make fun of you, move
I,
along. But he was legit. Like
I got
some
it right.
passive aggressive feelings. From
I
all
got
the
it right
content
here
we're
on the
coming out.
phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We may have read those live. We may have read those on the air, by the way. That
I put a reminder in my phone for like mid-December to circle back on that thread, thinking the Panthers would be like 13 and it popped up, and I was like, well, can't say anything now. Jags are about as good as it gets. Idiot. Once again, the village idiot strikes.
Yeah, that wasn't a good one. All right, listen. Shane,
Tough
why not?
question, Stuart Moore. Were you at the building when Brooks Koepka came in the side door? Yes or no?
I was not. I was not. I was en route to Charlotte.
Did the
allegedly.
boys know that was there a buzz in the building? Koepka's here. Fred Koepka's here.
I think he came in somewhat
Tom
incognito.
Koepka's here.
This is an interesting storyline from a lot of different standpoints. Let's talk about a few of them. This is and by no means any sort of concession, I don't feel like, by the PGA Tour. Sentiments have changed a lot in the last 5-6 years.
I think it's the opposite. I almost
it's the
feel
middle
like it's
finger to live.
I think it's like let's bury these guys.
Well, and here's why though. They're burying him in this way, and it's the genius way they're doing it. The PGA Tour, okay, you've had your fun. You got 4 dudes we want. Let's figure out whatever model takes only those 4.
And wait, this gets Phil back? No, change that.
that's
Make it
right.
another year.
That's correct. Add a year or shorten it. And so really, if you got the news that Brooks Koepka is rejoining it again, we'll get into exactly what that means. There are only 3 other guys that even have the opportunity. I like how they put a deadline on it. I was watching our boy Matt Every on the Drop last night on the golf
Shout out,
channel.
Matty.
Out the drop.
They had Oberg on.
Yeah.
So
Shout out
and
Ludwig.
And the bottom line is this: if Ludwig Oberg is okay with it, then everyone should just be okay with it.
Why?
Because he is the PGA Tour. The sentiment among the players has completely flipped, and at the end of the day, that's what matters. Most golf fans would rather have Brooks Koepka and John Rahm playing than not.
It's good for the tour.
And
obviously.
the tour gets a bit of a win. I know that I don't even know what the equity program is. I don't want to spend today talking about it, but
well, you invest your interest in
right. But if it grows like expected, Brooks Koepka might pay close to $100 million fine for this.
For
It'll
sure.
be most of the money that he got from Liv.
Listen, I read every. We were huddling in a boardroom all day yesterday, and I think this is Brian Rolap coming to the table, not with all the baggage that all of us in that building have experienced over the last 4 years, whatever it's been, and the hurt feelings and the 9/11, all that stuff. And he just said, what's the smartest thing to do right now?
Get the best players.
And this is the proverbial Empire Strikes Back. I mean, if you will, not to be corny, but that's what it is. And this was a strike. Brooks wants to come back. Notified us on December 23rd. Now, I think for the other three guys, the kicker is, okay, now you've got this deadline. This is a one-time deal.
Bryson DeChambeau, John Rahm, Cam Smith. Those are the only guys on LIV that are even allowed to come back.
If you want a Players' Championship or a major,
in the last
today
3 years.
back to 2022, because we all know who won a major in 2021.
Right, Phil. Right.
You have this path back. But that portal closes, let's go Stranger Things on it, February 2nd.
Okay.
And after that, so now the kicker is, can these guys, if Bryson wants to come back, can he get out of his contract with LIV? I don't obviously have that
He'd
answer.
have to pay a lot.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, that's
and that's the thing with Koepka is he didn't have much time left on his deal. These other guys, Rahm's got 3 years left.
Right.
They sent the perfect guy out. The first two guys that should join. The number one guy to send back is Koepka. He's the one that never got all high and mighty and altruistic about joining. Right. He's always let it roll off his back. He's a very popular player. I don't think he's going to be jeered like, say, Bryson's more polarizing. Right. If he was the first one to come back. And he's also, the players like him less. He's part of the antitrust, really trying to destroy the tour more than just leave it. So...
And we've talked since those guys have left, looking internally here, part of the issue with the PGA Tour, if you want to say there is one, is that we like all these guys.
Right.
Where's Patrick Reed? And Brooks was always polarizing. You remember 21, that summer, Brooks versus Bryson, that thing led SportsCenter almost every other night.
Okay.
Which was, so I think every sport needs that. You need to have someone on the other side. And Brooks doesn't give a what. He's just out there to go, beat your
So if
brains
I'm Bryson DeChambeau, I can go back to LIV and say, I think I'm going to leave unless you give me $500 million.
Right. I mean, if you're Bryson's agent,
right? I mean, don't you do that?
Isn't that what you're starting with?
I mean, whatever the number is, I mean, it's a lot.
But
Bryson's going to be an interesting comeback too. He is wildly more popular than when he left.
Oh, for sure.
He was completely unpopular when he left.
Yes.
And even when he came back as a LIV player and won, was it the U.S. Open he won? That was well received. Yeah. They cheered him. So, and Koepka, same thing. So I think maybe, how we covered this story, especially being in the PGA Tour backyard, might not be the barometer of what most fans are willing. They don't care so much about all that money that was spent and damage that was done. They want to see the best players play.
I think it's going to be very interesting, especially a local guy, Cam Smith, who lives in Palm Vedra. When he left, I mean, the joke was this guy just wants to go fishing and and he loves fishing, and he has played very poorly since leaving. Does he come back, or is he just like, what? I'm good on my boat in the sunset. And
I don't know.
Playing in
Riyadh.
Different,
mentalities of athletes are going to change as they get generational wealth by the time they're 25, 30 years old. It's not just going to be golf.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of players, and Andrew Luck has done it. There's going to be a lot of guys who retire in their prime because they don't need to
How does the tour overcome the defection of Thomas Dietrich?
There is
Dietrich LIV.
Yeah. There is a LIV Media Day in South Florida where CEO Scott O'Neill's going to have an interesting time answering some questions, I would imagine, assuming some media show up. And I think Dietrich is one of the major talking points. So it's, I mean, listen, it was a proud day yesterday. A lot of difficult feelings in that building, like I said, over the last 4 years and making our way through this. But if this is that first step, like if this was ever going to happen, it was going to be the PGA Tour taking the lead to bring the key guys back. And to your point, like we've got 4 guys.
And they've set up the financial penalties that they're acceptable. And they're not taking away, like Koepka can make the playoffs, but number 71 will make it too. So there's no argument against taking away spots. He's not allowed to be exempted into the sponsor. Right.
Got to play. He can play his way into signature events. He's in the field for the Players Championship. But like through the Aon series, he can play his way in, and hopefully he does that. But he's got to play a minimum of 15 events. And the penalties are tough. This year he's not.
I need somebody to crunch the numbers. I want to know how much Koepka cleared by going to LIV for these few years. He won a major while he was gone.
If he plays well and the tour grows, it'll probably be about a $40 million to the positive.
Well,
for Koepka.
And listen,
he would have won that much had he been here playing. You could argue that.
Yeah. And let's see how he's playing. I mean, honestly,
he hasn't been playing
he has
good.
not
He's not
played well in the
motivated.
majors.
On tour, he wasn't motivated. He only showed up for the majors.
Right.
He's a PGA Tour.
He's a major guy anyway.
But you can tell he's missing. When you come back and is he playing this week at the Sony?
No, he's playing Farmers and then WM.
Yeah, I mean, when you come back and you go boom, boom, you're playing in January, February. It shows you're ready to get back and play some serious golf.
That's going to be a great time.
Rahm is the one who's going to that guy's going to pay his money back.
That guy should not be a stubborn ass about this.
I don't think he's going to.
He should realize that. Listen, that guy
sold him a bill of goods.
He shouldn't have done it. It was a mistake. He knew. He just never looked right.
He said that. He said like I think he did
a month
remember
after
the whole press conference with the black leather jacket looking like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, just
like,
stop.
what are we doing? And then he drives past WM because he lives in Scottsdale. And he says, "God, I miss it."
Yeah,
we don't get this out there.
And here's the deal too with Rahm. And not all golfers are built the same. He's competitive.
Yes,
he matters to him. History would matter to him. Winning majors matter. He wants to play the best and beat the best.
Right.
And he can only do that in his current 4 times a year.
Yeah.
He gets to play the majors. That's it.
Yep.
And for a guy that's competitive, playing with Bob Does Sports, it's only going to take you so far.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. We'll come back.
2 segments. Baby.
Yeah, we got Stuart Weber Moore here, and we'll break it down.
We'll shoot up 10 minutes on football talk.
Sorry, I had to get it out of my system.
Had to. Season's over. But yeah, we'll do the
when
picks.
we come back, we'll read the text.
How the picks are going. Explain how the picks are going to work next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Every tackle, basket, and crack of the bat. Your radio home for play-by-play is 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
If you're tired of weekend projects turning into weekend disasters, you're not alone. Building a fence isn't as easy as it looks. And let's face it, your neighbor still hasn't fixed his lopsided masterpiece. But Superior Fence and Rail makes it easy. Highly trained professionals, top quality materials, and a fence you'll love for years to come. Skip the stress and call the pros today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Have a ball picking the bowls.
You've got the chance to win $1,000 in jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
Brought to you by Burlock & Barrel American Whiskey.
You pick 'em.
Log on to 1010XL.com and start picking.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Have you ever dreamed of owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Well, now you can. This is Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee, just an hour north of Jacksonville in Folkston. With only 250 cabins at full build-out, it's a rare chance to live off-grid, but not alone, in a community grounded in nature, food, and purpose. The amenities include a 2,300-acre hunting lease. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, brunch with the tour. Trained by
Clearwater Irrigation and Drainage too.
And Apex Roofing and Contracting, elevating industry standards. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A on 1010XL.
All right, we start the PGA Tour. They said, I saw a tweet yesterday that said the boys were on their phones a lot yesterday instead of hitting balls when the news was breaking of the Koepka situation and everything. The boys are all on their phones talking, trying to figure out what's going on here, as we get ready for a new season on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I saw that report, and I can tell you that was 100% false.
False.
That was
He
from a golf media member who called someone, who's not even on site, who called someone
Damn it,
in Honolulu and said,
Can't
hey,
have
here's
these
what I'm hearing.
incorrect stories on Brunch with the Tour. We have a high ceiling here. All right, so here's the competition. Last year, Stuart Moore finished DAL. We appreciate it. We strong-armed him into a round of golf on the stadium course. It was a great win for the boys.
It was rainy that day.
It was one of the best.
Crazy.
So what we're looking for is a sunshiny day on the stadium course this year.
That's what we're getting to.
That's what we'll have at
What's
stake.
if I win?
Yeah.
What do I get? Some swag? I mean, you guys have these new
Right.
studio. I know this,
We're rich with money and
you guys go like Peter Millar, 1010
I'll give you something like that. I can come up with something.
Yeah, I'm a
It
medium.
may not be Peter Millar, but I hear
You're
what
not
you-
a
I hear
medium.
what you're
I'm not a
throwing down.
medium.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, God, no.
2X.
By the way, I got a couple
Maybe
couple
2X.
text messages. One from a former coworker that I was getting roasted. He said, "Are you well done yet?" And I said, "What are you referencing?"
Well, this is all I'll say, and we'll move on because I've made a New Year's resolution. We weren't going to be that way.
Oh, wow.
But
HR got to you, huh?
But this is the last one. The shaming didn't work.
You're the best. I love coming in here. I love bringing you guys.
I tried. I didn't bring it up, Hick.
He didn't
I
bring
said
it
a
up.
thing. Gave nothing but a hug, pat on the ass
Yeah.
when he walked in, like he was a football player, like the backhanded.
Yeah. No, it wasn't nice. I got a whole tour of the building. It was great.
Yeah.
Great tour.
Yeah, see?
Sales team got an upgrade. Some
Yeah.
nice offices around here.
Oh boy, that sales team,
Good
big
Lord.
winner in the move, man.
Now
They
there
got-
is also some talk. Okay, so the loser will have to do something, but there are also talk of some swag for the winner this year.
I'm putting together a package that I gotta cross some dots and cross some T's and dot some I's here on sponsorships and whatnot before
Okay.
it'll be merchandise and a foursome of golf.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
So
hopefully
that's
from
what
our
I'm
friends
saying.
that live forever golf.
Maybe maybe we can play. Maybe they can invite us.
I don't
out
know
to
if
the
I'm allowed to
first-
say that.
Well, Matt Every, a friend of the program,
LFG.
he gives us of his
Shout out.
time often. So
Is Every
yeah.
still coming in? Like when you're out, does Every
Yeah,
still?
oh,
yeah?
Maddie's the best, man.
Yeah?
I love me some Maddie. He was good last
Can
night.
you
too,
like
with
throw
Oberg.
Maddie some like OKC Thunder questions and he's got it? Does he go
Yeah.
all over the place?
Yeah.
He's got, okay.
Matt's.
all right.
Oh, I don't know about OKC Thunder. I mean, what can I throw you about the OKC Thunder? Anyway,
Oh,
he
my
knows they're
Charlotte Hornets
defending
beat him. I
champs.
can tell you that.
Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
go Hornets.
Yeah.
What a loser city Charlotte is.
Oh
God,
man.
teams are awful.
Ouch.
All right. With that said,
Easy.
due to the fact that Stuart Moore was DAL, we're going to allow him to pick
I know who he
first.
picks. And he gets to pick his favorite guy. He picks this guy all year long anyway, and
Wonderful.
so he can take him with the number one
Right
pick.
off the rip with the first pick. We'll
Yes.
just do the two guys. We'll do the snake draft. The question is, second, third, and fourth. How does that order go?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Let's rock paper scissors first. Let's do the three of us to see if one beats two. You ready?
Okay, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3. We all did
Scissors.
scissors. 1, 2, 3.
Shoot. Double bat with the scissors.
Okay, so you're out. You're third. You're last.
I'm last.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
Got him.
He got him. He called it. So it'll go E, me, and then Hick gets back-to-back.
All right, go ahead.
And then we go money order after this week. Can I? Okay. Who's next?
Stuart Moore's first.
E is. Okay. I was gonna.
E, then you, then
I was
me.
gonna predict his pick.
I'm trying to pull up Rob Bolton. I don't have a signal in here. Where's tech support when you need it?
I've got signal.
Good. Yeah, I'm still number one.
What's the password? We got the guest.
No,
Try
it's
guest.
fine.
That
It's
always
fine.
works.
Listen, this guy is.
Go with guest.
I absolutely love this kid. He's a silent assassin, the best putter in the world. Give me Russell Henley.
Yeah, it's Russell
All day
Henley.
at
That was
Wildlife.
it.
All day.
That was it. That was my prediction.
Congratulations. E, you're up.
Man, this guy, he was one of the reasons.
Here we go.
He was one of the reasons I found out about the aggregate playoffs.
Oh.
At the Players, I believe it was J.J. Spawn. He was in the aggregate playoffs.
Okay.
I'm going to go with J.J., baby.
J.J. Spawn?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, I like horses for courses. He got that with Henley. I'm going to go with last year's winner. He's also had a couple other top tens. We're going to go with Nick Taylor.
Cool.
Nick Taylor. Are we writing these down? Yeah? You got this, right? Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, Nick Taylor is my pick there.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay.
I got both
Is Nick
guys.
Taylor or the Canadian who won up there and they had the big
Canuck? Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm gonna go with. I think this is the sunglasses guy. Is that Ben Griffin?
That's the sunglasses guy. Yeah, the Aviators.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with sunglasses guy Ben Griffin.
That's a good one.
And then I'm gonna go with one time only. The PGA Tour's most disappointing player.
Oh.
I'm gonna trust that he has finally had enough. That he's not content with just being a multimillionaire. That the son of a gun wants to win tournaments. That the son of a gun worked. He got in the dirt, as Tiger likes to say, during the off season.
Yeah.
He pounded balls. He wasn't out partying, drinking Patron with E at games and such. Colin Morikawa.
Wow.
He's back.
He's back,
And
baby.
poised to have a big year. I have no idea, but I'm going to give him one shot at this thing.
Is Colin Morikawa in the field?
Is he in the field?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
in the
okay. That's saying something.
Yeah.
That I'm looking at.
It's a want to.
Well, I'm just trying to get like some idea of who's in the field, and during all the description, he hasn't come up yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Ben Griffin and Colin Morikawa for yours.
I'm gonna go with another guy. This is could we call this guy, or he's better than the ultimate, the GOAT check casher is Charlie Three Sticks.
Charlie
right?
Three.
Oh, man.
Charles. No, I'm saying he's the GOAT three.
What a rogue defector.
He's the GOAT.
The kid from Augusta.
Right, but he's the GOAT check casher,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, like 3 wins all time.
Now,
God knows how much to win.
could Chris Kirk be the modern
Oh, I love Chris Kirk.
Charlie Three Sticks, or does he win too much?
No, he wins.
he's
He
won
wins
a
too
little
much.
bit.
Yeah, he's won.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go.
Chuck Kirk.
I'm gonna go with Chris Kirk.
I love it.
All right. Like that.
We got one more. No, 2 more to go. ET is
you're up.
next.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with my boy, man. I just recently saw him play Keegan Bradley.
Okay.
Keegan Bradley,
Yeah.
Captain America.
Are you sure JJ Spawn's in the field?
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Number 2 on Rob Bolton's power rankings.
Oh, very
Let's
nice.
go.
Oh, here's somebody. Well, never
Live
mind.
from a
I said I was
bunker
on
in
it. They weren't
Phoenix.
saying the pick. They've got Colin Morikawa to win, Hick. So that never mind what I said. I'm looking at sleepers like an idiot. I'm giving you sleepers.
Off to a good start.
And meanwhile, we got like major champions that are available. Clown. I
Listen,
am a clown.
E, did you see my text, by the way?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So I'll follow up on that real quick. Give me Bobby McIntyre. I love the lefty from Scotland,
Yeah.
the unheralded top
Crap.
10 player
Oh, crap.
in the world.
Goose hit it, crap.
So I hope. Listen, I know E. Can I tee up the gift real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got a $25 gift card to the local great restaurant.
Oh, wow.
So there's a local 3 spots in town. There's one in Ponte Vedra, one in Neptune, and one in Mir. I live.
You brought this in for the Googans?
No, I left it at home. I got to go get it.
Okay, but it's here.
Yeah,
We're giving it away.
I walked to the one in Miramar. Love the place.
Okay.
And we also have 2 stadium passes for Tuesday, a Players Championship.
Wow.
Yeah. Great day to go out and watch some golf.
Great day.
I had to confirm that with one of my coworkers to make sure that was the actual gift. And she said, was it in the email I sent you? So I'm going to go ahead.
Got a little tension right off the
Probably
rip.
going to hang on mute the rest of the day because, yeah.
Yeah,
it was just-
a little tension right off the rip.
Wait, did you check your email?
Yeah.
That I laid everything out for you perfectly? So
Co-worker.
the village idiot strikes again.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Perfect.
Welcome to the Kings.
Welcome
This
back.
is not started how I had.
I thought we were new and improved in 2026.
I had resolved.
You are.
Yeah.
Resoluted, as they say.
And in the break, Jeff reminded me that my great coined phrase of the Empire Strikes Back to sum up yesterday, it doesn't end well for the Empire.
Yeah.
So,
there is that in the movie.
Maybe Return of the Jedi? Should that
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, I'm not a
There we
Star
go.
Wars guru. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the Empire,
I
that's
know.
not no
Yeah.
bueno.
I was patting
Brunch with the
myself
Tour
on
is in the
back.
books. The picks will be out. Stuart Moore, it's great to see you, my
Yeah,
friend.
see you next every Tuesday, 8:30. Then we'll make him
do
two
it.
segment guy for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
The new broadcast
Big
clock.
stuff.
Get out of some of
Short
these meetings.
breaks,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. Oh, I saw the meeting room. Yeah.
We
Like
can't-
the old breaks, we couldn't do it because Stuart would have spent the whole 6 minutes complaining to us how long the breaks are.
That's fair.
Right?
Fair.
And now they're quit.
Also wondering if he's going to hear himself on one of the spots.
Yeah,
which
is
you
that
always
still running
enjoy.
or is that gone?
I haven't
You've
heard
been
it in a while.
You've been
Southeast
phased
Ortho?
out?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I spent a lot of money with them last year, and I didn't see any checks coming back. So
Okay,
we're
all right.
yeah.
We'll see. We're looking for NIL. That's all it took. 1 week. You're listening to The Drill. Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. That's Brunch with the Tour.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's a snapshot in time.
Unbelievable concentration.
But in the end, there's always a play that stood out.
And there's the biggest play of the day.
Listen for the Performance Painting High Performance Play of the Game on 1010XL.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros!
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On January 13th, 1999, Michael Jordan announces his second retirement just prior to the 98 season. He would later return to play in 2001 for the Washington Wizards.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit DFHSalesEvent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck?
Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip.
I mean, it is January.
In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold.
Well, I wouldn't call this.
Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter.
So switch over to heat.
What if my system can't remember how to heat?
Dude, put on these sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat.
I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Hall & Sons Plumbing. Jag QB Trevor Lawrence doesn't regret time investment made this season.
Put a lot of time and work into it, and you don't always get the result that you want.
Florida heads to Oklahoma after beating 2 ranked SEC teams. Catch the live broadcast tonight at 8:30 on 1010XL AM and stream. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 9:07, it's 48 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the 9 o'clock Nasty and More is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock Nasty on the Drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
No.
Same one. There we go. All right, welcome back to the program. The beauty of the NFL is there's no written formula that buys you a Super Bowl. There's different ways to slay the beast. So with that said, we got the grade 8 quarterbacks left. Contract AAVs. Who makes the most? Who makes the least? I'll read off all 8 of them.
This will be, before you get to the list, I would imagine going in, it's going to be a little bit skewed because you got young quarterbacks who are
some young quarterbacks
making lower numbers still.
Yeah,
I think C.J. Stroud got paid, though, I think.
Okay, so who do you think makes the most of the 8 quarterbacks?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
$55 million, so he's in that club. Who would be second?
Purdy ended up getting close to that, but and Stafford took Stafford's got that like a $40 million deal.
Yeah, you're
so,
right. Might be Brock. He got paid.
Yeah, I think he got like 50.
We argued
50.
About Brock. I'm not in the camp of giving Brock that money.
Mm-hmm.
He got it. He's making $53 million.
So he's second.
He's second. Matthew Stafford is third at 42. Next up.
Yeah, these are all young guys on first.
There's one more guy.
Well, I don't know how much they paid Darnold. I don't.
They paid him more than the young guys.
Oh, he got like 108
so he's
or something.
fourth. He's $33.5 million.
But Stroud hasn't got that yet.
No. So it's Allen.
So they haven't
Stroud's
done
in his third year. It's Allen, Purdy, Stafford, Darnold, right? Isn't Stroud in his third year? Am I wrong? I think he's his third year.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I guess he won the
Yeah, he's taken his team to the divisional round in each of his first 3 seasons. The only guys to do that since 50 are Flacco, Wilson, Bernie Kosar, and Dan Marino.
Yeah. That's kind of a hopscotch kind of list.
Mm-hmm.
Some greats. And
All right,
some
so you got the top 4. That's Josh Allen, Brock Purdy, Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold. Allen and Purdy, those franchises are all in with their franchise quarterback. Now, these 4...
They got all the young guys.
Are
Drake
all
May,
going to make
Bo
money.
Nix,
Yeah.
Stroud.
Who's the highest paid of the 4?
Probably Williams, the number 1 pick.
Williams makes 9.8.
And then number 2, probably May.
Drake May makes 9.1.
And then there's only one more.
And C.J. Stroud, he makes more than Bo Nix. He's at 9, and then Bo Nix $4.6 million.
See, that's an example though. Bo Nix a first rounder. If you're Ty Simpson, I mean, Bo Nix went like 17th, didn't he?
He got money. He got a signing
I know
bonus.
you do,
Yeah.
but he went
11th.
They also get it all at once too, though.
Well, he's going to get 6.5,
Yeah,
but he ain't getting what Bo
It's
Nix
the
got.
average year. It's just the fact, I guess, that it's one thing if you're going to be a first rounder. Never mind. I won't. But if you're going to go in second or third round, what are you doing? If you can make that kind of money.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I'm not sure Ty Simpson goes in round 1 when all's said and done.
Yeah, Bo Nix got a $10.36 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
well,
yes.
basically that should be more what you consider your NIL deal because it's a one-time payment right now. So even anywhere in the first round, it's still more money than college. The fact that we have this conversation is crazy. The fact that there's college quarterbacks competing at all with quarterbacks that are in the NFL. And by the way, there are quarterbacks per year making more than those numbers.
Do you know that? Do you know? Yeah. But anyway, those are the numbers for the 8 quarterbacks left. Trevor would be at the top of that list right there with Josh Allen. Do you know that since 1970, we've had twice as many popes as we've had Steeler coaches?
I saw that stat actually this week.
6 popes, 3 coaches.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Yeah, I've seen.
That's kind of cray-cray.
I did see that. No, I was thinking about the we were talking about the batted balls earlier. Yeah. And then we got into some of the rational. And this wasn't necessarily a criticism on the text line, but it occurs to me another narrative that Liam Cohen seems to have washed off of Trevor. And there are a few. One, at least by the end of the year, he wasn't as mistake prone, and the fumbles were down compared to what he's been in his career. I don't know if he get credit for that or what. But do you remember last year, and even as a developing quarterback, there was this criticism of Trevor that he was a first read guy?
Yes.
Like he's first read guy. The reason they're batting it down is because he's first read guy. I think that's gone, right? We saw a perfect example was the other day in the playoff
the touchdown
game.
pass to Parker
Yeah, he
Washington
went through the
was
whole,
beautiful.
and I think he's done that more this year. He's getting through different options and looking at different guys. Now, not always. I think first read foiled him in the last interception against the Bills. Seems like that was kind of predetermined where we were going to try and squeeze it in. The Bills made a great play on it. But just another area of improvement is, opening up the entire field, right? And first read guy seems to be we haven't heard that as much. At least I didn't. Did you hear that very much this year?
No.
Even when some of the struggles were going on early season, that wasn't one of the.
I don't recall hearing that.
Yeah, one of the points being used. So, so there's that. I was looking at this. Somebody actually sent in the numbers crunch, but that you have to assume what Koepka made over there. There's no way to know for sure, and you have to assume how much he would ultimately have to pay back. But it's definitely a win. But here's what also happens for the players that were left. I don't know why I'm circling back. I guess because I read this and shiny object. like the current players aren't going to be as mad against the 3 or 4 that get to come back because they also completely changed the PGA Tour model, and these guys all make 10 times what they were making when the live guys left.
Well, one of the things I think that happened to the PGA Tour, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the top guys got more money.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But you know what? And it should be. Just like when you go back and you get live, listen, all you second, third level guys, you took your money. You said bleep you tour. But these other guys are good enough. They're big enough. They're important enough that we'll find a way to bring them back if they want to come back. And that's a win for golf fans.
Well, the lead story, obviously, today is in the football world as we talk Jaguars and how it pertains and when we look at the Steelers and one of the things that we've discussed earlier this morning is, Pittsburgh fan, obviously they're tired of losing in the playoffs, but I always, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. You get to the playoffs and all the criticism comes flying your way, and we chronicled a lot of that criticism for a guy who's gone, 10-7 with Kenny Pickett and Justin Fields and these Mason Rudolphs of the world and 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers, and it's just been crazy. But I think Mike Tomlin, I'm going to guess, and I don't know, I want to hear what you guys think. I'm going to guess that Mike Tomlin skedaddles and takes the TV gig and says, this is enough, I'm tired of dealing with this crap, and we haven't been able to get over the hump for whatever reasons. And the reasons are because their roster's not good enough. He takes in my opinion, and again, I think he takes a lesser roster and wins more games than most.
I guess there's no way to know unless we saw somebody else try and cook up with those ingredients.
But as you said, maybe he's Jeff Fisher at this point.
Maybe maybe
they
next
get
guy,
a young guy in there, and he gives him a spark.
With a different eye. The eye is not just reserved for the scouts, right? I mean, anyway. I would add this just a little bit to that description when it comes to feeling like Mike Mike Tomlin might step down because there's a majority of Steeler fans or a big portion of Steeler fans that are ready for him to go. That's trickled into non-Steeler fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the unhappy, frustrated Steeler fans that think it's time for the Steelers to move on from Mike Tomlin. There's a lot of just generic fans that don't have a dog in the fight that would make sense for. Like, I would fall more into that category. And I've always been on the Tomlin support train. But if the Steelers decided we need a recharge, I would understand.
And Aaron Rodgers' last throw, pick 6, and I think that, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't a pick 6, but I think Brett Favre got picked off in his last game as a Packer, and I think that Tom Brady got a pick 6 in his last game against the Titans as a Patriot.
It was late in the game. I thought I heard that Brady's last pass as
a buck.
Did they lose to did the Rams maybe
Eagles?
pick 6 him?
No,
they lost to the Rams the year the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Maybe. So, yeah, it's just kind of weird, but it is what it is. I suspect that Aaron Rodgers will also retire. Do you think Aaron Rodgers comes back?
Well, no, I think it's time to settle down with Brittany.
Brittany with an I.
Brittany with an I apparently is his ghost wife. Does she ayahuasca with him? She's a wayfish. If it's actually her.
She probably shouldn't. Probably dangerous for that wayfish.
She's a wayfish looking thing. I mean, right on brand, I guess, for Rodgers. He is an odd dude. He made some very good points last night. I mean, he comes now from this elder statesman point. His opinion would agree more with ours than some of the, like he's talking about Tomlin. He's like, y'all are crazy, man. I can't imagine when I came in the league if a guy's going to the playoffs every year winning, 500, and you think he's on the hot seat.
Of course, they would
change.
Those boys would respond. That's what you did, and you didn't never win. You didn't win us enough Super Bowls. If you pump the metrics of Aaron Rodgers, somebody told me this. If you pump the metrics of Aaron Rodgers into a computer, he should have won 3 Super Bowls.
Well, yeah, that's what been
he only won 1.
That's been my main complaint.
Yeah. Did the Jags get a bad deal by winning the division?
Never.
We had a chance to win the game, man. So
yeah. Would you have rather gone to Pittsburgh last night and been Houston?
I know.
And now get to go to New England.
No, hold on now.
As opposed to what we're just dealing with.
In fairness, we don't have the Monday morning quarterback. I asked this question last week, and we all said
I wanted this.
That we want the home game against the Bills.
And I'm glad I got that experience, aside from losing the game, which sucked.
Wouldn't you rather win a playoff game on the road than be home and lose?
Yeah, definitely right.
It depends on what would have happened they would have been in the same spot.
You think we would have beat Pittsburgh?
Yeah, we would.
No, I'm saying that week 2 would have our second game most likely would have been the same matchup.
Well, maybe the format's not fair.
Maybe.
We would be right where we are in the format. Right? It would have fallen right like it did. It went right in order. The 2 14-3s, the 13-4, then the Texans were the tiebreaker, then the Bills, then the Chargers. This year the format wouldn't have mattered. I know your point. Like some years they'll give the division winner the 4 seed when they should be the 7.
If we had won, we would have beat the Bills.
No, I thought you were talking about the format before the playoffs start.
No, I'm talking about right now.
Had we beaten the Bills, we would go to New England.
We would?
Yeah.
Who's going to Denver?
Houston. Be 1, 2, 3, 5. Houston would go to Denver.
Oh, yeah, we were a 3 seed.
If we won, because we're the 3 seed. Yeah. So had we beaten Pittsburgh, we would have gone to New England, assuming Buffalo won.
Yeah.
They would have gone to Denver.
I just think, quite frankly, at Pittsburgh was tougher than home against Buffalo.
I do too.
I'm just saying it. I mean, I'm going to say it.
Well, no, but my point is we talked about this before the game. Would it behoove you? Is there a part of this that would be better to go to beat Pittsburgh, to go play Pittsburgh on the road than have Buffalo at home?
You say at Pittsburgh was tougher than at home against Buffalo?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Home against Buffalo was tougher than at Pittsburgh.
And I think everyone agrees on
we
that.
win that game in Pittsburgh last night.
I agree.
That just has to be fate take over. You're never going to give up that. They were also chasing that 2 seed to the very end. And in the 2 seed, there is no scenario where you want to go play anybody. You want to be home as the 2 seed taking on the Chargers.
The chips fall where they may, but it's kind of unfortunate. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, get hit by the man in the back, Tommy Mack.
I'm bringing you straight to the gridiron to show you what it's like to put on the Jags helmet and pads.
Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unlocked by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, leave all 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. What I'm telling you is that every surface in your home should be, could be, and will be Zero Resified. So it's time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res. And don't forget about those air ducts, man. Look, Zero Res, nobody does it better. 4.9 rating on Google, more than 8,000 reviews. That's 4.9 out of a 5. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery. Plus, take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention the 1010XL special. That's all you got to do. Call and book it today. 287-5727, 287-5727, or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com, ZeroResJacksonville.com.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
Get the real story from people who know the beautiful game best. The Coaches Show, presented by Sporting Jacks with Cole Pepper, Sporting Jacks head of soccer Mark Warburton, and Sporting Jacks women's coach Stacey Ballum. Tuesday nights at 6
on 1010 a.m. Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Parker Washington dazzled in Duval over the weekend. The young wideout had 107 yards on 7 receptions and added in a touchdown on what was an amazing day. His future is so bright, not even sunglasses will hide the glare. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
Happy New Year from Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It is 2026. Is this what you've been waiting for? Is the time now for you to drop the weight with Awaken 180 Weight Loss? Look, the time was right for me. I had to do something. I remember looking at myself in the mirror, just couldn't believe it, man. I was going down a bad path. Found out about the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss, started talking with a coach, and instantly I knew that is exactly what I needed. Awaken 180 changed my life. I lost over 100 pounds. Guys, take it from somebody that lost triple digits on this program. It worked for me. It will work for you. No shots, no pills. You do it the natural way with the terrific coaching of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Call 844-346-1800 or go to Awaken180weightloss.com and do what I did with Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
What is this, like old school Madonna? Is that what we're doing?
Holiday!
Nice. Get a year for this, 86? Just high school Madonna or college Madonna? This is probably like right in the middle, 85. Let's look. I kind of think it's college Madonna. Madonna probably came along. I was like deep high school.
1983.
83, so no, that's high school Madonna.
College for me.
Yeah, college Madonna for Dan.
College Madonna.
I saw one of the best. To this day, I've been worked in either broadcasting or radio or TV and advertising promotion. One of the best promotional posters I've ever seen to this day is like 850 RUF AM station. Dan was an oldie station, or was a it was an oldie station, and all the hot young music was coming along, and Madonna was among it. And so the top half of the poster was Madonna in her corset and says, "Yes, we'll play Madonna." And then the bottom is, an older woman in the same corset, all fallen out in about 50 years because it's an oldie station.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. Very, very, very clever, I thought.
Outstanding.
But I digress.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look, if you look at this playoffs, you judged them by their price tags.
The quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what is also really, really, really stands out on that list is those teams paid those guys. Don't you feel like those two are by far the best quarterbacks that are remaining? Or is that not fair because Drake May, they're talking about MVP? Like, if you were powering, you got a playoff game this weekend, all things are the same. You're going to take Josh Allen
I thought Stafford wasn't great last weekend, but
yeah, I forgot about Stafford too. What would the power ranking be? Healthy right now, same team.
Well, I mean, Josh Allen's out of this world.
Well, he's number one, right? That's what I mean. But who is it after that? Would you take Stafford?
We don't give this guy, because he's on Buffalo, and they refuse to get him great players or whatever.
That's criminal. They won't get
this
the
guy's
receiver.
Postseason numbers are better than his regular season numbers.
Right.
So I mean, he's had
he's guaranteed one. He's out of the competition.
Yeah.
Who would you take next? Would you take Stafford or Purdy?
I'd take Stafford.
Yeah. Would you take Drake May or Stafford? Game Sunday.
I'd take Stafford.
I would too. Would you take Purdy or Drake May? This week.
Purdy.
I take Purdy also.
Experience. Experience matters.
Stroud or Drake May?
Drake May.
This week, even without the experience. Stroud does have those 3 wins. He's kind of rack up a little bit of
Stroud
postseason.
has that defense.
Yeah.
Stroud gets hurt because of the perception. Stroud needs to go do some,
Okay, that's fine. I won't argue. I would take Drake May too. You can't be the MVP in many people's minds and go down to 6 in the power rankings.
Yeah.
All right, Bo Nix or C.J. Stroud?
I
haven't even mentioned Darnold. Where does Darnold fit in there?
Darnold
above May? Mm-hmm. You're putting him above Drake May?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Put him after May. What about Caleb Williams? I left him out too. Darnold or Caleb Williams? You got a game this week. That's a good one. One guy's more established, but he's also proven to fail and flop in these situations.
C.J. Stroud in his postseason, and he's played 5 postseason games.
No, I know. He's won 3.
Averages 50 throws a game.
He had one big game.
66% of his passes. This can't be right.
That's good. What else you got? He's too low if we keep going along this path. This is where he says 12 touchdowns, 1 pick. Is this right?
No, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks.
Yeah. What's the part?
97 rating, which is good.
That's all really good postseason. Most great quarterbacks aren't as great in the postseason. You run into great defenses and good teams.
Okay, I see what they've done. This isn't correct.
Okay,
it's not 49 throws a game.
I was gonna say don't remember that being the case.
That's why I was like, this can't be right.
Okay, well,
but 66% of his passes, 1,226 yards
in how many
5 games?
Yeah, so that's 225 a game, 225 basically.
Yeah. 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, 97 rating. So yeah,
good, solid, better than probably Stafford's averages.
Yeah, I'd probably keep Bo Nix because we don't know, and he's only had the 1 game.
I think I would take Stroud over Nix.
Yeah,
Stroud did show some really good things that rookie year. Remember his pocket presence, and then they've had awful offensive line issues too.
They have.
So I think Stroud is kind of
Darnold has to prove something in the postseason.
I would take a lot of those guys over Darnold. I don't trust him.
Well,
I know he did it in that last game when he was.
Well, it wasn't like a high-scoring game, but he
did against the Rams. That's the one where he got his credit. They were behind. He led the comeback, even though he had.
If anybody's going to have a stinker, though, it's going to be Darnold.
Right. That's right. Especially between Purdy
and
it could be any of those. Purdy and Josh Allen are the only ones I feel are definitely not going to give me a stinker.
By the way, did you know that no USC quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl? You got 2 in there now. You got Darnold and Caleb.
That is a surprising stat.
Yeah. I don't think any USC quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl.
Pat Hayden never started a Super Bowl.
No.
No, Ferragamo and Ferragamo. That's it. They only went to the one in Hayden's time. Huh. No USC
Ferragamo was
no Hadel or Hayden. So I'm talking about, but I'm saying Ferragamo was the Rams quarterback.
Yeah.
Ferragamo
Carson
was
Palmer, no.
UCLA.
Matt Leinart, no. Sam Darnold.
Carson Palmer.
Mark Sanchez.
Is never what? Went or won?
Never started a Super Bowl.
Didn't Carson Palmer take? Or no, that was Warner. Yeah. Huh.
In fact, 2014, the headline says the sad history of USC quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, that's
Got
a weird.
A little bit better.
Um,
Rob Johnson, Rodney P, Paul
Has it
McDonald,
gotten better?
Sean Salisbury, Matt Leinart, Todd Marinovich.
Still don't have a star. Is there a star in the history of the?
Caleb Williams about to be a star.
Maybe.
Although, is he a USC guy? He played 1 year there.
Well, I mean, you could claim as USC, but I look the fourth quarter of last game's notwithstanding, there's still a lot of questions.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
A great drive takes more than a set of wheels.
Fully loaded, I think is the term.
Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville brings you the drive of the game.
Just one thing. Yeah. Don't push any of the buttons on that car.
On 1010XL.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Hayes Carline for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use, depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. Join the movement at the Foundation 5000, Saturday, January 17th at UF Health in St. Augustine. The Community 5K supports the UF Health St. John's Foundation Care Connect mobile outreach and clinic, delivering vital medical care to those who need it most. Run or walk with 96 Olympian Keith Brantley, or come enjoy the Asian market, open to runners and non-runners alike. Sign up today at runsignup.com. Search Foundation 5000.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up, and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks and more trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard is loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. I'm talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I just don't talk about them, man. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, man. I got my boy Blue. Oh, I love them, and they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Why? They got power, they got dependability, and certainly Blue's got style. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today and see why truck people keep on coming back to George Moore Chevrolet together. Let's ride.
Hi, Frank Frangie for Ricketts Electric. Any good lineup needs power. When we needed power at the Bragan Baseball Complex and all the fields we have at Fort Family Park, we trusted Ricketts Electric. You're going to love these guys. The Ricketts family has been providing commercial and residential electric service for years. Call my friend Zach today at 904-320-5960. You can also find them on Facebook and at rickettselectric.com. Ricketts Electric, the city's best power connection. Call them today at 904-320-5960.
Hey, Jacksonville, DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
Nuggets, is that what we're doing here? Nuggets? All right, I'm all about the Nuggets. My nugget is this devastating melancholy, hits you harder than any regular season loss feeling that we have around town here these first few days.
Yeah.
My nugget is this, it's one of the sad ironies of sports fandom. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Because if you're a contender and you're going to the playoffs every year, the reality is only one wins, and it's not most of us. Even if the Jags win a Super Bowl in these next 4 or 5 years,
right?
Most years, you're going to have to come to grips with the sad, always way too quick ending to the football season, especially if you have a good team that had legitimate chances. And even though this was a Johnny-come-lately, it felt like a legitimate chance.
Yeah, my nugget is we got screwed in the playoff format.
Okay. Yeah. Wants to go to Pittsburgh now.
Yeah.
It would have worked out. Yeah, they probably would have beaten Pittsburgh.
I don't like it.
But if you're going to go win, if you're the
think
Jags,
Houston could beat New England. I liked the start of that game last night, by the way. I saw Jalen Warren rip off a 10-yard, couple runs. I was like, all right, let's go get this.
Yeah, a Jag fan is in their feelings about this Houston thing. They do not want the Texans. I got it, as good as the Bills looked here.
Yeah.
If you ask me right now who I think is going to the Super Bowl in the AFC, I think it's Houston.
I think Jag fan would rather Buffalo by far go
by the time
than
we get there, because as it sits, I think it'll be a Buffalo at Houston in the AFC Championship game. I think Buffalo will go beat Denver. They might not, but I think they will. And I definitely think Houston is going to confuse, but we'll see. Maybe not. If Drake May's the MVP, they win this game.
Yeah, Drake May's got to be better.
They're good. They're a home team. They're a 2 seed. They got a good team. They won a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny. The same knock that we had on the Patriots entering the playoffs, their schedule just wasn't the same as most playoff teams. It's still happening in the postseason. I mean, if we were power ranking the opponents that you wanted to play in the AFC, by a mile it was the Chargers. And overall the NFL, maybe only the Panthers would have been the choice.
Mm-hmm.
So they also not only did they have an easier schedule than most, beating only one winning team during the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get to the postseason and they get the easiest possible out right out of the gate. So Houston's going to be a much different animal. I could see Drake May having some issues with that defense.
I'm a little,
and I don't want that either, Jack fan. I'm with you on that. Anybody but. I'll drop the recency animosity towards Buff. I'll be on the Buffalo train.
A 9 o'clock nasty. I'm a little pissed at you.
Okay.
If this had happened with your club, you would have been screaming about it for days on end. I didn't realize it was my Acuna who did it. But old LLA, that's Louis Angel Acuna, might have clubbed 4 homers in a game the other night down there in somewhere
Venezuela.
Caribbean.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Venezuela anymore. Baseball may be shut down in Venezuela.
I don't know. I don't know where he did it. I don't know how he did it.
LAA.
I saw LAA did
I'll still keep mine, but good for you.
My son was telling me Acuna hit 4 homers. I'm like, damn. You know, I mean, I
Did you
immediately
think it was
thought,
mine too?
yeah, I thought it was your guy.
Yeah.
And the next day I see them, it's my guy, L.A.
He is
Louis Angel Acuna, baby.
It should be LLLA, Little Louis Angel Acuna. It's amazing
They got screwed in the gene
body
pool.
structure sizes on those two brothers.
Mom started smoking after Ronald came
Maybe.
along or something.
I wouldn't say that about that beautiful Venezuelan woman.
And
I'm
he
sure
got-
she's a fine.
he
you
got
know,
shorter.
All kinds of prenatal care.
But yeah,
I'm sure.
that's my guy there, right there. 4 home runs in a game. I mean, what about that?
Well,
ladies and gentlemen?
I guess the rest of the competition is buoyed by the fact he doesn't really play for you very much.
I also saw the MLB Network.
Your geniuses won't play him. He'll sit on the
I
bench. It'll be a
He probably should. He's not very good.
No, I know.
He can run and he can field. He hasn't hit very well. Maybe he's got some juice going in him, though.
Did
We'll
you
see.
get him from us, or was he in some other?
No, we got him
organization?
from Texas.
Okay.
I also saw the rankings of the top 100 players in MLB right now. And who do you think the top 5 players are in Major League Baseball, friend?
Oh, I got to get in a baseball frame here.
Crank that thing up.
Okay.
It's not
Major League Baseball?
It's not the Bahamian. So just so you know.
Yeah, the top 5 players in Major League
All right.
Baseball.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Ohtani. Yeah.
Shohei.
Ohtani.
Very good.
Yeah,
That's number
and
1.
Judge is going to be up
It's
there.
number 2.
Uh-huh.
Now, now, I'm not asking you to give me any answers here. I'm just asking you as a baseball fan. Is this like, are they going like really like 2025 trumps anything else you've done in your career? Or do you have to have more to add to 2025?
I gotta
to be
feel like,
considered? In other words, like Cal Raleigh was undeniable last
Yeah.
year. But
Okay, that's a good name.
As here in top 5 distinction, I would say no.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. And okay. All right, top 5 players. I think they're going to put
Cal Raleigh, just so you know, 59th.
Wow.
Oh, wait, I'm
okay.
sorry. This is entering 2025.
Oh, that's last year.
It says tune in tomorrow. This was entering.
Okay.
So Cal Raleigh will move way up.
Oh, he'll
Yeah,
move
that's
all the
too
way
But
up.
Shohei and Judge were 1 and 2.
They're still going to be 1 and 2.
And they, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you can get off track with that. Who
And-
was there? Who they have Soto at 3rd then? Like this is last
Soto
year's
was
list.
4th. Bobby Witt Jr. was 3rd.
Well,
And
yeah,
Mookie
he'll
was
fall.
5th. He'll fall.
Yep. So will Witt Jr.
Soto will probably be 3rd. Hit 43 home run. I mean, he was
probably.
terrific.
Acuna is back. Where was he last year? 9, 8 or 9?
No, Acuna was down.
Well, because he was coming off the injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, coming off.
Like
the injury.
Lindor was 6th.
Yeah. That was too high. He'll go down.
He'll go down.
He's
some.
good. He ain't
But
6.
he'll go down. So Acuna was 16th.
And that's coming off the ACL. You remember he didn't play the first
Kyle
month.
Tucker was 14th.
This year, Acuna will be back in that top 10. He had a good year, a good 3/4, half of a year.
Yeah.
It's not a star.
It'll be interesting to see.
You know what? It's interesting because you got some huge stars
Yeah.
in Ohtani and Judge. It's not a star-studded league right now. Like the best players, they're not big names. Like E.T., name me an all-star outfielder that's not Aaron Judge. I mean, he's not the best example. I'm just saying the best players, a lot of the best players in baseball right now. I'll give
Vlad Jr. is a star.
He is.
Right?
Yeah, I don't. But Vlad Jr. playing in Toronto and having the postseason that he did, still not the kind of impact of
Well, you gotta
Vlad
get-
Sr.
It depends what you think he has less.
I
of-
think Vlad Sr. when he was playing was a bigger
bigger?
deal than Vlad Jr.
I don't know about that.
Well, Jr. got to go to the damn Hall of Fame then because Pops did.
Oh, I think Junior might. Junior's locked in, and he had a hell of a postseason.
Yeah.
So,
But he only, I mean,
and
Vlad Jr. last year.
and the Blue Jays, by the way, are all in.
How many home runs do you think Vlad hit last year?
Well, I like the postseason, but I don't know. He probably hit 35.
23.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
156 games, hit 292 with 23 homers.
Interesting. All right, let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll make the turn for home. You want to do that?
It's a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Anderson. Buy one, get one, 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, I'm going to give you a little look back on Prize Picks. Your Uncle Dan might have taken advantage of Caleb Williams passing for more than a half yard, paired it with a couple others, and made lots of cash and prizes this weekend. Thank you, Prize Picks. We appreciate it. You can mix and match sports. You can follow other Prize Pick players on the Direct app, copy their lineups in one click. They offer stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. They got early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may have the option to cash out those winnings. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 1010XL. Get $50 lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's code 1010XL to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief, so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Get a healthy start in 2025. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to encourage you to get healthy and stay healthy this year. They have a dedicated team who are committed to providing quality care. The goal is to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Visit duval.floridahealth.gov to learn more about their health programs and services. That's duval.floridahealth.gov.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back. We're making the turn for home here on the Drill. Tuesday, the day after and the day after. We have to sit there and watch Houston win. That ain't any fun.
I just gotta dress them down, Nick.
What's that?
The youngsters. I know they're different and all, but
yeah, they're different.
They had a conversation, went next door to our, whatever, some sort of president of some sort of interface, something or other, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
You know Trent. Yeah. Anyway, so
do you know Trent?
I know Trent.
I'm talking to him a little bit. He's an Indiana kid, grew up in Indiana. So we knew he was a Colts fan, and I was like, well, maybe, I wonder, did he go to school at Indiana? I thought, well, if he did, we'd probably know because they're so hot in football. Everyone, you tend to get chirpy, right? When that's the case. He tried to get chirpy with the Colts. We shut that down quick, right?
Easy.
So anyway, I'm in there talking to him, Hick.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked him about Indiana, and then you thought maybe he went to Florida, and he said no, he did come down to go to school in Orlando, but no, he's from Indiana, born and raised in Indiana. I said, well, so are you an Indiana fan or Notre Dame? He goes, no, I'm a Michigan fan. He opens up Michigan. I said, Michigan, you live born and raised in Indiana, you're a Michigan fan? I said, I got some character questions here.
Yeah, sweet.
And then he goes, well, my dad and my uncle are Michigan. Oh, your dad went to Michigan? No. He also born and raised? Oh, so it's a family thing. It's a family character issue. Yeah. Thomas got a big kick out of that. I don't know if Trent was real happy with me. So it turned into a little bit judgy, I guess. But that's unacceptable. You can't be born and raised in Indiana, Michigan fan. We'll talk about a bandwagon jumping fool. Come on.
It's kind of like E with LeBron James.
LeBron goes everywhere. Yeah. I mean, he goes everywhere.
Yeah.
He bounces.
I bounce where LeBron goes. Like,
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, he's kind of like that, you know.
He's a me guy.
Yeah. Favorite baseball.
Not a team guy.
Favorite baseball team, the Yankees.
Or wherever Jazz went.
Jazz Chisholm.
Did he change the? No, he stayed with the Marlins. No, you stayed with the Marlins, though.
Yeah, I'm still.
We didn't let him
Ain't
jump.
no Marlin.
No, he didn't.
I just had a Marlins hat on yesterday.
You don't know a single player.
You don't know a single player. You don't
Not
know
one.
anything about the
You can't
Miami
name-
Hurricanes. You don't know anything about the
don't
Miami
go looking.
Marlins. Let's not do this.
You can't name one Marlin player right now.
I respect.
Not one.
You know what you are? You know what you
Jesus
are?
Hernandez.
You know what you are? You're a Jaguar fan.
He just said Jesus Hernandez.
I bet you there's a Jesus Hernandez on the Marlins.
You're probably right.
You
But-
Exactly.
Octavio Rodriguez.
He's probably in the minor league system, though.
There is not a
You know your
Jesus
Jaguars.
Hernandez. I take
You know your
exception.
Jaguars.
I know my Jaguars.
You're a Jaguar fan.
That's fine.
But this BS Miami crap that you throw out,
It's all about.
I don't
you,
ride
baby.
with that,
Stop
man.
it. Because I stuck through the dull, the bad
I was
days of
listening
Miami.
to the Lunch Bunch yesterday.
Uh-huh.
You got an All-American who bleeds the Canes. And no disrespect to you, but J.J. LaSelva, far more serious fan about the Miami Hurricanes than you are.
All right.
All right. So I just don't even like we get our ass kicked by the Hurricanes, and I have to come in, and I don't even want to have to feel like I got to.
I don't even give you the business.
No, you
like
don't,
that.
because there's no point in it.
Bro, I don't give you the business like
because
that.
you
bro.
don't. You didn't even watch the game.
I sure
Probably.
did. I saw
you were
Cam-
probably out. You were
I saw-
probably out that night.
I saw Cam go through that swamp with a shovel and bust your head. I saw that.
Cam wasn't there this year.
That's what I'm talking about.
We didn't go through that.
I saw Brock. I saw what he did to y'all,
Yeah.
man. But again,
What was
I
the
didn't-
last? Just out of curiosity, what was the last Miami Hurricane game you went to?
Oh, the last one I went to?
Yeah.
It's been a while, man. I'm always here at work. I'm always here at work.
On Saturdays, you work.
But I work on Saturdays.
What
man.
happened? You got that thing all scrunched up there, big fella? You're
Stuff
all right.
happens here.
Get us
All right,
out.
I've done the.
Get us out.
I've done a little bit
What?
of the research. I can find no Jesus's on the current Marlins roster.
Is there a Jose?
I do have a Hernandez, but it's Heriberto Hernandez.
Target.
He's played 87 games
That's
in
who
his
I meant.
career. Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think Heriberto.
That's who he meant.
Yeah, Heriberto's got
He's
87
heard good things about Heriberto.
87 games on his
By the way,
career docket.
It's
so-
not Heriberto. It's Heriberto.
Yeah.
Roberto.
Yeah.
Now, the 2-minute drill
Trying to
is driven by nobody but Nimnick.
Simple it up for him.
Nimnick Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnick Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tony's in the house getting ready for Jaguars Today. Check the tape Tuesday. First time in a long time we'll have some negativity.
Well, we'll have more negativity than we would typically have.
Yeah.
Right? There's still plenty of positives from the game, I'm sure. But, yeah, we haven't had to do it coming out of a loss in 2 months.
I'm a little bit salty on a Tuesday, 2 days after, because Houston advanced last night. So I'm a little salty about that.
Yeah, why not?
I just feel like being salty.
There's reasons to be.
Yeah. I'm
Right,
not
like,
happy.
I am very for, and anyone who's listened to the show for any period of time knows, I hate all the discussions about division champions shouldn't host. They got to reseed the playoffs. I'm like, no. You ought to get the reward for having won the division.
Yeah.
Right? Like that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I don't like any of those ideas when they're out there. But
Right.
right now you're watching Houston benefit. They don't reseed.
No.
Right? Like they got to play Pittsburgh as
Yeah.
opposed to a better opponent. And we
Yeah.
all knew Pittsburgh was the draw that everybody in the AFC wanted.
Would have loved to have.
Everybody
Yeah.
wanted that draw. So, they get to reap the benefits of that. So it looks like their road is the easiest of the teams in the AFC.
Maybe the
but
league
they
should have
still gotta win.
stepped in after the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game and say, hey, I know Baltimore, I know you lost, but we still think you're better, so you're going to the playoffs. Houston, you're going to have to go through them.
There's also this, if you do, depending on your draw, look, you still gonna have to go through. You still gonna have to beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Even if you won that one, at some point you're gonna have to beat the teams that are there. If there's a team in the AFC and they beat you, whether you play them first or last.
And Houston has to do it on the road.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I mean. 3 in a row
Not
on the
against
road.
the Bills if they
Well,
get there.
Yeah. That's right.
Like if they both
That's right.
win this
Yeah,
week,
no,
Houston
yeah,
will be
no, yeah.
that's
hosting
right.
The
Buffalo.
Bills are the one that have to do all 3 on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I need. Houston, but jeez. I mean, I'll never be a bigger Bills fan than Houston Buffalo. Good Lord. All right. Well, Logs is coming along. You got that cooking, so that'll be fun. Always good radio on Tuesdays with Jaguars Today. So they'll have that, Mike and Tony and Jeff Lageman. Jeff, our work is done here on a Tuesday.
It is. It's been a Catlin Truck Accessories Tuesday. As always, we appreciate that. We'll see you in 20 hours.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Catch Gators basketball on 1010XL.
After dominating ranked Georgia and Tennessee, the Gators roll the Big Mo to Boomer Sooner, Florida, Oklahoma. Tonight at 8:30 on 1010 AM.
Some auto shops love giving your wallet a flush every time you visit. Not AA Automotive. They fix only what needs fixing, nothing more. Honest, fast, and fair. That's AA Automotive on Richard Street. Boring name, awesome service, and no wallet flush.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Like to learn how to fly an airplane? Well, you're not alone. High Flying Jacko here, inviting you to listen Sunday morning. We'll start your aviation career with a 60-minute ride on the airwaves of 1010XL. The High Flying Show, Sunday at 9 on 1010XL.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey folks, it's Frank Frangie. All those festive holiday feasts probably have added a few extra pounds, but here's the thing. You can make this the year you finally lose the weight safely and for good. Now, you know by now my daughter Amber kicked off the journey with Awaken 180 weight loss back in the summer. You ready for this? She's lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Man, is she proud of that. 100 pounds. And she really did it with this really, really good plan. There's no shots, no medications, no supplements, just real food and a proven plan. That's right. With Awaken 180, you can still enjoy your favorite food and drink. No more yo-yo diets or feeling deprived. The structured program empowers you to control your eating without hunger. It really is doable. Don't just resolve to make the change. Make the change. Call Awaken 180 today and take that first small step. Book your consultation now, 1-844-346-1800.